Hello, 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 hello. How do you all do? I'm feeling very pink today. How can you? Is this? We'll do the first and foremost thing, so I don't start talking loads. Can you all hear me? Sound coming through loud and clear? Yeah. Or sound all lovely? Fantastic, fantastic. Right. I wanted to start. I didn't really have a plan of what how I was gonna start it, but I saw a few comments from people because of the nature of the song yesterday. I saw a few comments from people being like, "Oh, I can't wait for today's stream, but I'm dreading it because I don't want to cry again. You know, I don't want to open." So I thought like we should reframe it all into a different light almost. I don't want this to be a super heavy stream where everyone comes around leaves it feeling heavier, feeling like certain doors been opened that make it more difficult. Because ultimately, I think talking about these things and even having gone through some of these things and experiencing and losing close people to me, I think really what I want to center this around is all the reasons that make this very short window of us having a human being experience where no one really has figured out why we are having a human being experience, why we are the ones. I think it's that there's so many theories, possibilities, options that mean we're in this little window as people. And just kind of talking about ways where even when it feels like the odds are stacked against us, even when we feel like our demons are at the most loud, that we can make that I think enjoyable, maybe it's not the right word, but make it a good enough experience for us to want to see it through to the end. Because I think why is that important? I don't know, because I've wrestled up and down with nihilism of is that important? Does it even matter? But then there's something deep down, call it a survival instinct or whatever, which makes it not such an easy or viable option. And I think that there is a lot of richness to be found by simply participating in this human experience that we're having and seeing it through, even when it's really fucking difficult. So that's kind of why I want people to leave this stream feeling better, feeling more uplifted, feeling happier, even though that we'll probably touch on some more difficult topics because of the nature of the song yesterday. Anyway, I'd like to see how are you guys all doing? That's what I want to know. How are you guys all doing? You all good? And also as well, I've had a lot of people saying this to me as well, that they're worried about me. Even my friend, before he left today, because I had my friend visiting over, he's like, I just want to check in with you and make sure that you would never consider something like that. And I genuinely feel now, after having hit really low points, and this is what I want to kind of impart upon anybody who might have been in the position that I was about 5 or 6 years ago. I genuinely know now that I can deal with it when it comes, even if my health falls apart again. I know that I'm just going to see it through. I don't know why I know that, but I just know that I will. And I think it's because I've learnt that even in a seemingly impossible situation to climb out of, I was able to climb out of it. And that looks different for everybody. And climbing out of it may not even necessarily mean escaping the thing that's plaguing you. It's more just about living with this thing that's plaguing you. That's what it was for me. And getting to a place where I'm like, I'm okay. Like, yeah, I've got this fucking shit autoimmune condition. My body hurts a lot of the time. My brain feels fuzzy a lot of the time. But I enjoy this experience of being alive now. And I'm not trying to say this to be like, because obviously I'm in the position, and I realised why it may seem hypocritical. I'm in the position where I've managed to really do well with music. And I don't want people to be like, oh, but climbing out means having to be successful. No, that's all bullshit, and that's just noise. Like, the reason that I'm doing what I'm doing is because that was my passion, and this looks different for everybody. But climbing out could simply just mean being okay in the body that you are, being okay, because that was enough for me. Everything now is just a bonus, really. But I want to make sure that you're all okay, because I realized that by putting out that song yesterday, I saw a lot of doors were being opened, and I saw it touched people in some ways that maybe unrooted things that were quite uncomfortable to face. And I feel almost a responsibility to make sure that you're all okay. And I want to let you all know that I'm okay. And I wouldn't consider doing something like that now. So I'm hoping that you're all okay. And if I could impart anything on this upon you, is that even in impossible situations, there are ways to reframe things that make this tolerable, and make this experience enjoyable, even fulfilling, beautiful, incredible. Where for some reason I can see, I can touch, I can feel, and I'm alive, and that's pretty mental. Yeah, it's I don't want to get too heavy. I'm going to listen to the song with you guys, because that's what I normally do. I normally play it. I also want to let you guys know that there's a live song coming out. There's a live version of this song that's totally different to the version that you heard. I've written 2 new verses for it, so that'll be coming out in a few weeks. So stay tuned for that. I'm really happy with that. It's one of my favorite live version takes on a song that I've done. So yeah, that was cool. We did this the other day when Sam was around here. But anyway, let's get to it. Let's watch it together, and then we'll chat, and then I'll read some of these questions and stuff that are coming in. But let's just get to it. Here we go. And if you're hearing this for the first time and you're watching, enjoy. Right, here we go. Also, I wanted to talk about this very, very quickly. This is, in my opinion, fucking stupid. This. Yeah. I kind of get it as like a trigger warning, right? But it limits the audience. You know what I find crazy, yeah? This won't happen if you talk about murder. This won't happen if you talk about mass murder. This won't happen if you talk about like something violent. You won't get this following content may contain, unless obviously you're encouraging it. But like, I could sing a song about going into a supermarket and shooting every person in that supermarket. I wouldn't get this trigger warning. This is a song about coming to terms with someone very close to me. It's about honoring someone very close to me. And the song isn't encouraging it in any way. It's actually trying to find the opposite, trying to find some sort of resolution, trying to find some sort of peace. Anyway, that's just a little rant. I thought this was silly. What do you guys think about it? I don't know. I think censorship. It's a strange one. I understand sometimes if censorship is involved, right? And I do know that it's good to put like a little bit of a warning on things, like a trigger warning or something. But I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit skewed, the morality of the trigger warning world, because if certain things don't. Yeah. It is a tricky one. It is a tricky one. That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure exactly fully where I stand on the fence about this, but this is kind of limiting the reach that it's going to get. I do like this, that they put this number down here. They put this hang on, are we seeing this on the screen? Yeah, this they put like a support number here. I think that's pretty cool. I know. It's a topic I want to think about a little bit more before I formalize an opinion on it. Anyway, let's watch the video. Let's go. I wish to proceed to watch my own video. Thanks. Oh. Sorry. Oh, fuck my eyeballs. Oh, fuck. Ah! Yes. I like goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, but can't sleep. Also, I just want to big up Lewis for doing this video. Incredible job. Like, absolutely, he smashed it out the park. Like, yeah, that's it, basically. He's done such a good job. What do you guys think of the video? Like, I'm just going to read some comments quickly. Yeah, in it. What I love is that you can pause frame by frame. Like, I'm gonna show you guys this, and it's like, what I love is like the change in. Like, here we go. When you get this, the first, it's like it'll turn into a cyborg, into a Frankenstein, frame by frame. So fucking cool, man. I love this style. It almost feels like a sort of trippy dream. I think it's very, very cool. Anyway, let's carry on.
Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, but can't sleep a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you. Oh, I, oh, I, oh, I. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
I love that shot as well there. The skulls morphing into... It's a beautiful moment, that one, actually. It's like the skulls moving into... the fist is generally a sound of standing up against something, you know. You got the raised fist in the air. I see that against, you know, standing up against these forces that want to persuade you to do something that you can't come back from. I really like that. That's one of my favourite tracks.
Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, I, oh, I, oh, I. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Sickboi, written by a tech boy.
Love that too. And this as well, you see them turn to the...
I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay.
It's just like when your eyes watch it, there's so much you can find, bro. Like even watching the wall.
Split lip, 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm
like turning into either cities or like a cyberboard, like a motherboard, a circuit board. It just changes.
Nervous, won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your calm. I draw for the sword.
You see that as well? There was like there's things that I don't even notice. There's like a little person. You see that?
Father, you choose your
there, hang on, here, right here.
Father, you choose your
oh man, I love this shit.
calm. I
Yeah,
draw for the sword, then drive through the armour. Oh, I, oh, I, oh, I.
It's cool as well.
Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, I, oh, I, oh, I. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide.
The car as well. Keep your eyes on the car.
Suicide.
Shit.
Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
So this last section was the section that I wrote. So that song, I finished that song last year, and that was going to be the song. It was going to stop here. So I had this song done, and I was almost like dreading the release this week. I was like, this is a few weeks ago. I was like, it's so short, and this kind of feels a bit like incomplete for me. I don't know what it was, but I was like, you know, I'm putting this song out because it's a bit of a change from the hip hop stuff, and I think that's a good thing. But that was a part of me that's like, I don't know, it feels incomplete. It feels, I don't know. So I sat down. It was funnily enough like so I had that interview with Knox, and we were chatting, and I was talking about Joe in it. It came up. He came up, and I was like, and I was like, yeah, no, I haven't actually written about him since Freckled Angels. I don't know why. I remember being like, yeah, I'm not actually sure why, but just hasn't been something that I've felt compelled to write about for a while. I mean, it happened a long time ago, and I came to peace with it. And I don't know what it was. I think that almost like planted a seed. I was sat by my piano, and I was like, you know what? If I'm dreading this release, and it feels incomplete, then just do something about it. Don't just release it and dread it. Do something about it so you feel proud of it. So I sat down at the piano, and I had this I had that do 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 do, this little simple piano melody, and then that line came to my head. It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. And then it kind of just fell out. And even then, it wasn't intended to be about Joe, and it just kind of went that way. And it's almost like it needed to be said. And then the words just were there. It was like I was just plucking the words out. And usually I'll learn the song and then I'll record the vocals. This time I was writing. I wrote like 2 lines. I'd get in the vocal booth and I'd record those 2 lines, or 2 lines, get in the vocal booth and record it. I wouldn't have the whole song written. I'd just be recording it piece by piece. And that's why January was crying, because I was like, I wrote a line, and I connected to it so much that I started crying. And then I was like, I'm not going to wait until I stop crying. And I got in the vocal booth and I recorded it while I was still crying. And that's how the song kind of came together piece by piece. And by the end, it was about an hour or two's process. I had that whole last section recorded, and it just made it changed the whole start of the song, because the whole start of the song is about me, and it almost gives justification for the start of the song in a weird way. It like makes it come full circle. I don't think the end should exist without the start, and I don't think the start should exist without the end. It kind of all, yeah, it gives an explanation for. I don't know. That's the way I see it anyway. I don't know. What did you guys like? It'd be interesting to feel what you think. It's a bit more. Kendrick does this sort of stuff a lot. He'll just like straight up halfway through a tune, he just beat switch up. I fucking love that shit. This was a little bit more like emotional than just like a straight beat switch up, but I like that switch. Yeah. All right. Well, let's watch the end of it together and we'll talk about it.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sega, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plaster cast. The truth is that the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. It's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd. Fuck.
Yes, right, let me get on to full screen. Yeah, it's always hard to speak after, like, it's gonna put in a big part of myself and how I felt about these things. The funny thing is, it's such a long time ago now that I actually did a lot of coming to peace with everything. And it's a strange one. It's a strange one. These times when if everyone's ever lost anyone, if someone's lost someone recently, this was my experience with it. It's like the intervals in between where you feel stuff about it get longer as time goes on. It's just the nature of life. But when it hits you just as hard as it did, even 10 years on. It's not like the pain gets less. It's more just like the intervals between the times you think about it get longer, which allows you to be a more productive human being. Yeah. And that was definitely my experience. My other experience was after that happened, I lost more people in my life. And it never really felt the same as it did the first time. It almost changed my relationship with what it meant to be alive, what it meant to be dead. Unusually. It's not that I became like, because for a while I was worried that I was like numb and apathetic. Because that's what it felt like for a while. It felt like, oh, okay, someone's died again. And I just felt apathetic. I thought that I felt apathetic, but I don't think that's what it was. I think it was actually more just an acceptance. I don't think it was apathy. I think it was an acceptance that that's just what happens. Like we're not infinite. We're finite. We're here for a certain amount of time, and it wasn't this devastating blow of like, because I think one of the devastating things was like I felt before that is, I said in the song, I felt indestructible, and you hear about people dying in the news, but it never really pierces your veil of existence at all. So you're just like, oh yeah, fuck, death happens, but you're not really like, oh yeah, death happens, until it happens to someone you see all the time, and then all of a sudden they're not there, and you're like, fuck, like. Yeah, it's a weird thing. But I remember I lost another friend like 6 months later, not to suicide, to I a cliff jumping accident. He went swimming. Again, another guy that I grew up with, lovely guy called Callum, and he was actually there with me in Joe's funeral, funnily enough, and we were getting drunk together when Joe's funeral was there, and he's a wicked guy, and he died like not about 3 months after that in this accident, and it was just so weird. I remember feeling guilty, and I was like, I remember feeling guilty that I wasn't hurting as much, even though I should be, and I was like, why the fuck am I not in bits? And then I lost another person about a year later to suicide, and it's just like, yeah, I don't think it was apathy, because at the time I felt guilty because I thought I was numb, but I think it was just an acceptance and a peace with those things, because I'd had so many tears for Joe, and even now I still do. I don't know what it was. It was almost like a switch in my brain. Sorry, I was saying that this was going to be uplifting, and I've gotten kind of heavy with it, so I hope you allow me. But I honestly think my gut feeling is that this is all worthwhile, and it's worth sticking out the ride. It's worth the experience. I know a lot of you shared stories with me about people that you've lost in the comment section over Discord. I know there were a lot of people, you know, it unearthed a lot of feelings that maybe people haven't looked at in a while. And that's why I feel like it's just good to create a space right now, create a space amongst yourselves in the Discord and YouTube where you can just reach out to each other and talk to each other. Because I think one of the big things is the isolation within this. And it's been amazing how many people can relate. And I think it's just on all of us, really, to support each other through this, to talk to each other, to lift each other up. Because I think we have created a really fucking positive space, man. And I think we've created a really accepting space and a space where it's all right to just be exactly whatever the fuck you are. And that could be anything. It could be vulnerable, it could be stoic, it could be you can be whatever the fuck you want, basically. And life can seem really, really heavy because we're trying to figure it all out, and there could have been lots of circumstances, there could be loss, there could be addiction, there could be illness that really try and weigh us down. It's not easy being a human sometimes, but I think in between those patches there are moments of beauty. It might even be sad beauty. It might not be that we don't feel happy, but I think there are moments that make it worthwhile. Or we can have impacts in areas that we didn't think we could. I think that we're incredible creatures. I really do. Even though sometimes my songs may come across quite pessimistic and bleak and dark, I think that there's something quite special about being a human. And I think that we should try and figure out as best as possible and try and figure out how best to coexist as those things. Anyway, sorry, I'm going on a bit. But I'd love to hear some questions, guys. If you want to shoot some questions over, I'm well happy to talk about anything, answer anything, honestly. Am I religious? I'm not. I wouldn't say religious is the right word. I think that I'm I would say that I'm agnostic, but agnostically leaning more towards spirituality, if that makes sense. Like, I believe that there could be, or there couldn't be, or there could be something totally above our comprehension. We could be in some fucking computer coded system. We could, or there could be a god, or and I'm open to that being anything. I'm open to the idea of Buddha, of Jesus, of Allah, of God, of Ganesha, of Hanuman. You know, like, I'm open to all of these things, of Ra, of Odin, Venus, Sol, Hades. You know what I mean? Like, I love the stories and the mythology, and why the fuck not? Like, our comprehension and understanding is still a drop in the ocean. We're still in our infancy of science. We're still in the infancy of understanding why things work. And to be an atheist is also making a firm decision that I believe what is there. But the same thing, that's why I have a trouble aligning myself with religion, because that's also me saying I know for sure this is the right answer. I think where I stand on it is I don't know anything. I couldn't comprehend anything that big, so I'm doing the best that I can morally, that aligns with my morals and my moral compass, and I'm trying to do the most good I can morally, and hoping that that's enough, you know, rather than making a decision on what I think is the superior school of thought on spirituality. I'm just doing my best, basically. That's where I stand on it. Any plans on touring Europe? Yeah, of course. When I've gone through, at the moment I'm not making any solid plans, right? Because I'm still in treatment for health. I don't know how long this is going to go on for. Hopefully not like for years. I doubt it. But yeah, I hopefully by the end of the year I'll be ready to start thinking about those plans. And as soon as I do, obviously I'll share that with you guys. Yeah. Was the walking footage in Calgary? Yeah, it was. That was, yeah, we filmed some cool shit in Calgary. Anyone who wants to be an extra, you're welcome to be an extra. Yeah, of course, you can be an extra in the video. Sorry if I'm missing some of these questions, by the way. I'm just trying. I'm answering the ones that I see. I'm trying to do that, but my eyes are like fucking blurring the fuck out. Come on, catch it. Is there like a slow mode? Can I like enable slow mode? How do you guys know how to enable slow mode? I don't know how the fuck to do that, guys. Slow mode. Pause chat. Ooh. Is there like... I can't even read people telling me how to do it because it's moving too fast. Fuck it. Next time I'm going to figure it out and I'm going to have slow mode on so I can actually fucking enable that shit. Type / slow mode. All right. Boom. Let's get this popping. Hang on. I need to just do this Twitch thing because for some reason it doesn't let me do it from Streamlabs. I'm just gonna pop this on and then we're gonna. I'm just gonna pop this on and then we're gonna. I'm just gonna pop this on and then we're gonna. Oh, it's not fucking working. I'm just gonna pop this on. Oh, shut. Oh, it's not fucking working. Wait, we're in a loop there. Hang on. Slow mode. Slow. There we go. I think it's on. Bro, it's still fucking racing through. Oh, for fuck's sakes, man. Is there like a slow? A double slow? This is a fucking shambles, mate. I'm just going to like copy and paste something and paste it. Do I get some hype? Fuck, man. I can't. Ah! Will the big push... Okay, I caught one. Will the big push make a comeback? I don't know, man. I've answered this in a few streams before. It's kind of up to everybody, really. I'm well up for it, basically. If the boys are up for it, it's about being in the same place at the same time. Yeah, I love those boys, and I love gigging. I love busking. So I'm up for it if they're up for it. Cats or dogs? I'm a dog guy. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I am a dog. Like you know, like cats are more badass than dogs. I think because cats are just like, I'll do what I want when I want. If I want to cuddle you, you fucking cuddle me, bitch. But I think I'm not. I think I'm a little bit stupid and just want cuddles all the time and just want. You know what I mean? I'm a dog. I'm a fucking dog. It is what it is. Noel or Liam? That's different. I mean, like, Noel's obviously a fucking incredible songwriter, and Liam's obviously an incredible frontman, and that's why I think that they need each other to be what they are. You know what I mean? Like Oasis is a lot better. I'm just gonna say it's a lot better than Liam on his own. It's a lot better than Noel on his own. That when they come together, they create something very unique. What's the deal with wearing Nike with Adidas pants? I'm breaking down barriers, motherfucker. I am uniting the world, one brand at a time, like the corporate whore I am. Yeah, I don't really care, to be honest. I feel like if something looks nice, then I'll wear it, even if it is a social taboo. I don't really care. Shoe size. I don't know why I thought I'm 11. Sometimes I'm a 10.5. I'm 11 when it matters. Did I give input? Yeah, I gave input with a suicide video. I work with Lewis a lot. So Lewis did. He has done all my animated videos. Any animated video seen like Diazepam, all of the older ones like Heretic. That's Lewis. He's great. and I think he's just getting better. He also did my website. If everyone's checked out sickboi.co.uk, Lewis again. He's the boy. He's very good. He's very talented, man. Are there any games I'm playing? Nah, man. I've just been busy recently with my health and then with sorting out these new videos. We filmed 5 live sessions in the past few weeks, and I've been busy, man. So I haven't really had time, unfortunately, to. I was playing Hogwarts, but my ADHD is also like popping at the moment. So like I try and sit down, and after like 20 minutes, I'm just like, what's next? You know what I mean? I used to be able to sit down and complete the fucking Final Fantasy games, which takes a lot of patience. And for some reason, the older I get, the less attention span I have, unless it's for music, which seems to be all right. Here we go. What else we got? Give me the questions, baby. Favorite era? Ooh, probably the 90s. You know, when you're a kid, like the fond memories. Because I could say earlier, but I never experienced it, so I don't know. Like I like a lot of things about the different areas. Like I love punk music. I love old soul and blues stuff from the 50s. But I wouldn't be able to say that they're my favorite because I didn't exist physically then. Here we go. How many instruments can I play? Bass, guitar, drums, piano. Piano and bass and guitar are like my main 3 though. Everything else I'm just a dabbler in. I've dabbled in a bit of cello. I dabbled in a bit of kalimba. I think that's it. Like 5 or 6. I played the trombone originally. That was my first instrument. But I gave up after Twinkle Twinkle Little Star because it didn't feel very cool. And then I got a guitar and I felt way cooler. I was Slytherin because I am part of the dark side. How tall am I? 6'1" tall. I'm a short king. Favorite album record? That's too hard to answer, man. It changes all the time. Like I love, and it changes depending on my mood. There are some albums that I think are undoubtedly like incredible, and they've had a massive impact on me. Dre 2001. Like I used that as a reference mix so many times. Early albums like loads of the Red Hot Chili Peppers early stuff, like Californication, Blood Sugar Sex Magic. By the way, all of those albums. Nirvana's first couple of albums. Rage Against the Machine's first couple of albums. There's so many that like I always come back to no matter how old or young I am. Those have been some consistent ones. Marshall Mathers LP, Slim Shady LP, Hives first album, fucking brilliant. System of a Down, loads of System of a Down albums. There's so many albums, yeah. There's so many albums I just like come back to. When I love to go. Right now, I'm back in my like teenage years again, in my new metal phase. I'm like re-going through my new metal phase, so I'm listening to a load of like Deftones, System of a Down, Placebo, loads of shit like that. Basically, I'm for some reason I found a love of it again. So I go on the gym and I'm slapping on a bit of soda. Yeah, Radiohead. I do like a bit of Radiohead. Do I know NF? I don't. I know of NF. I don't know him personally. I think NF is sick, man. We in the last stream we played an NF song together. It was fun. How are you? Okay, let's change the direction of this because in most of the streams we generically talk about music and what I like and what I don't like. It's all right, but it's, it is what it is. I think let's keep it on topic. How are you guys doing? And are any of you particularly after yesterday? Are any of you particularly needing support? And if yes, how can we facilitate that? How can we create a place of support for you? That's what I want to know. When we move away from the music questions for now, because I think it's a bigger topic. I'm okay, by the way. A lot of people asking how I am. I'm doing okay. I want to know how you guys are doing. So if you guys don't know, yeah, there's a Discord. A lot of people are saying in the chat, there's a Discord right now, and it's full of, I'm not even joking, it's full of incredible people. Like, I've spent a lot of time on there. Usually when you spend time in chat rooms and shit, I know it sometimes gets a little bit chaotic or there's trolls and stuff. I really haven't seen much of that. even without moderation. And I feel like it's just an amazing space for people to go and feel connected, for people to go and make friendships. I know that people have made friendships over there. People have meeting up through there. People have had romance through there. It's a beautiful thing. So I think I'm really proud of this. We've built a very cool community over there of amazing people. So there's a link that comes up everywhere, every now and then. And I'm sure that the chat will direct people to the Discord link. If you are someone right now that needs a community, that needs support, that doesn't want to feel alone, please go and join the Discord, and you'll be surrounded with a lot of love, and you'll be surrounded by a lot of people who are brilliant, in my opinion, amazing people. So yeah, I'm proud of that, because that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted it to get less about what the fuck is Ren doing and what's the music that I'm making, and I wanted it to be more about just a space where people can hang out. You know, like when I was a teenager, I used to come home and I'd just like sit on MSN Messenger for ages, and you just chat with all your mates, and like you'd have these big chat rooms where you invite loads of people in, or like I used to play this thing called Habbo Hotel as well when I was like young, and that was the same sort of thing. It's like you can escape to these virtual spaces that feel very comforting, where you feel like you can fill your time. And no matter what age you are, by the way, if you're like young teen to old adult, there's people from all ages just connecting, chatting, getting on with each other. So get yourself involved. Discord can be a little bit daunting when you first go on it, because it looks a bit confusing. It almost looks quite open sourcey, but you get used to it after a while. When I first started setting up my Discord, I was like, what the fuck? I'm still trying to figure it out, to be honest. But yeah, it can seem daunting, but you get used to it very quickly, and it's quite simple when you get used to it. So yeah, if you're feeling like that, please go over to the Discord. Yeah. Does AI scare me? Ooh, this is a topic, man. I feel like this is a topic for a slightly different stream, but I'll tell you my surface level thoughts about it. I think that ultimately it's not AI that scares me, it's human beings, because we are creating this tool. So it's how do we create this tool responsibly? I think AI, it does scare me, and it also really, really excites me because of where it could take the human race in terms of problem solving. I think it's a very exciting prospect that we're now developing technology that's exponentially increasing to the point where it could help us with health, space travel, science, automating jobs that don't have to be done by people. Like we're stepping into a really exciting place. The problem is that within a competitive market, we have AI companies trying to beat each other to the finish line, which means that we may overlook some very important ethical and moral questions about how best to create this AI. So I think that really the question is, how do we collaborate and make sure that this is done in the safest way possible, in the most responsible way possible, that ensures it is the most beneficial tool possible. I feel the same way about social media. I feel the same way about things like Neuralink. I feel the same way about any technology that integrates so heavily in our life. I think that we need to not make it about profit first. And a lot of these companies make profit and expansion and being the number one in the market. They put that above everything else. I think that's a very erroneous approach that humans take. I think that this needs to be approached in a way that is collaborative, that a lot of thought has gone into the execution of it. Otherwise, it could be a scary thing. And a lot of media that at the moment is implying that it is a scary thing. And it is, as far as human beings are idiots. So how much do we trust each other is the big question for me. And I'm not sure. But I think it can be an amazing thing. It's a tool, basically. So we just really need to push the narrative that this needs to be done collaboratively, basically. Hang on. How is the ADHD with the fame? Well, I haven't really... I'm in a bit of a bubble here in Calgary, so the only time I'm really exposed to the weird world of like your music becoming successful is when I turn the internet on. So I can choose, I can limit as much as I want to expose myself to. And I'm not really... I feel like I'm the sort of person that wouldn't deal well with like walking down the street and getting fucking paparazzi following or whatever. Like, I'm hoping I never get to that point, to be honest. But At the moment, it's fine. Like, I get recognised every now and then in Calgary, but it's not overwhelming. It's just nice when it happens, to be honest. So it's okay. And when the internet stuff gets overwhelming, like these fucking live chats never used to be this like question. It used to be a lot more manageable, but it's fine because I can limit it. I can choose when I want to step away and just be an anonymous human being again and just be Ren, which is what I am. So yeah, at the moment it's manageable, basically. Superhero power. I've thought about this a lot. My superhero power would be to control time, but you don't age. This is how I've in depth I've thought about it. You don't age when you freeze time because that would suck. Say if you like froze time, and then you just still got older. Because what I would do, I would freeze time, yeah, and I'd spend ages either like practicing an instrument or getting a song down or getting a thing down or fucking reading or whatever or sleeping. Say I'm a bit tired, I'm out at a rave. I just pause it, I have a nap, and then I'm good to go again. Boom. I'm up and I'm ready. But I also thought that the physics within the frozen time world would need to still apply. So you'd somehow still be able to have electricity, even though it would be physically impossible in the frozen time because there would be no people to operate, and things wouldn't be able to move. But gravity, air, and electricity and those things would still somehow in this frozen world be able to exist. I don't know how, but it's just magic and it's a superpower. We don't have to worry too much about the mechanics of it. That would happen. And then with controlling time, I could also go back in time and forward in time. That would be really fucking cool, just to like check out what's going on. Fuck with some things in the past. Fuck with some people while they're frozen. Use it for extremely perverted purposes. Like look at some boobs, definitely, in frozen time. Yeah, I've thought about this a lot. How... Oh, bloody hell, these questions are hard to write. I'd freeze time and look at this chat as well, man. Oh, I can scroll up and it stops. Oh, okay, cool. Do I have any tips on coping with anxiety? Anxiety is a funny one for me because like my anxiety has always just been like general anxiety. So like whenever I get anxiety, there's no reason and it really pisses me off. Like I'll wake up and I'll be really fucking anxious all day. And because of that, I can't be like, oh, this is the reason I'm anxious. So I can't solve it. And that's really fucking annoying. It's just like a sense of dread that's there. And I still get it randomly now. It's not as much as I used to get it, but I still get it. I think that my coping mechanisms are like, okay, today I'm anxious. What can I do to like not put myself in situations where this makes my day really... So like on those days, I'm not going to go into a massive social situation, or I'm just like, I limit the things that I'm doing, or like I'll just chill out and watch some series on Netflix, or like, you know what I mean? I'll try and... Because I see it like the weather, like it will come and then it will go eventually. So that's, yeah, with mine, it's not... If there was a reason, I'd be able to fucking work it out, but it randomly comes. I'll just be fucking anxious about something. And then when I am, it's like everything makes me anxious. I'm like, go into the fucking supermarket. I'm like, oh shit, I got to go and talk to the fucking checkout lady. I'm feeling mad anxious about that. And it's weird, man, because then like, other days I'll be super confident about it and I'll be talking to them and just like, we'll be having a laugh about something. And strange, it's just random. Right, I'm trying to catch some other questions here. Am I watching any series at the moment? I'm just like watching a lot of podcast things. I watched this one called The Basement Yard. I don't know if you guys know that one. It's just kind of funny. And then I watched the Lex Fridman one, on YouTube a lot. I don't know. I just really like it because I feel like I'm learning shit every time. I like them. The last book I read was Bukowski. I read Post Office, and then I read another one of his with a long name. Oh, I forgot what it was. Yeah, Bukowski. It was good. Currently, I'm slowly getting my way through Crime and Punishment, but it's a lot. It's a lot by Dostoevsky, just because it's one of the big boys. So and I've been told it's incredible. So I'm still quite early days in Crime and Punishment, but that's what I'm reading at the moment. Brighton, The Rings are from Brighton. Just the lanes in Brighton. They're like this little like handmade ring shop. Yeah, and they're spinny rings. Hours and hours and hours of fun. So much fun. I'm having fun right now. Are you guys having fun? Rolling Stone. Oh yeah, the Rolling Stone interview. I had that last week. Went out this week. It's cool. Rolling Stone, a pretty fucking iconic news outlet. So yeah, that was cool. Anyway, what I was saying earlier. Let's get back to that. Discord. Get yourselves over to Discord if you're needing help right now. After this, just go make some friends. If you're needing a support network, or if you feel like you're in a social group that don't fully understand you, then there's a lot of people out there in the world, and that's a great place to start. If you don't know where to start looking to meet some people, they're a great bunch. No tattoos is because of my condition. I've got this thing called mast cell activation disorder, where I'm allergic to like it's a long-standing thing as a result of my autoimmunity. I'm just like allergic to everything. So like having something permanently in my body is a risk that my body might reject it, and then I'll just have like an eternal allergic reaction. It's a shame because I fucking love tattoos, man. So I'm actually in the process of like talking to a tattoo artist. And trying to get some ingredients, getting that over to my doctor and being like, yo, is there a way that we can find some pigment that is like the most non-reactive? Because I would like some tattoos. I love hand tat. I want my hands. I want some tattoos in my hands. I think that'd be cool as fuck, man. But I can't. That's the only reason. It's not because I am a good boy. My favourite Pokemon is Ditto. I like Ditto. You can just become anything. I also like Jigglypuff. Just because I watched the cartoon and Jigglypuff always used to fucking create so much chaos when he came in. Like whenever Jigglypuff came on the scene, you know some shit was about to go down. Like you knew that he was just there to make some mischief. And I respect him for it every step of the way. Yeah. Oh god, I'm sorry. I'm trying to read these questions. I've had some really, really cool stuff in the PO box. Really amazing things. An amazing piece of art came through the other day. But all sorts of incredible things like camera gear. Someone made like a miniature guitar model. It was beautiful. Just amazing, like just loads of letters that have come through that have got some really beautiful things. Some engagement proposals. So I've now got many husbands and wives. Yeah, all the good stuff. It's been really nice actually. It's been like Christmas every time I go over to the post box and pick up those parcels. It's a lot. So yeah, anyone who's sent anything over, I'm very, very grateful. Thank you. Big up yourselves. Got some jewelry, loads of shit. It's cool. Yeah. How does one become an extra in my videos? It depends on the video, obviously, because usually the scope of the videos we do is quite small, and there's like a few people involved. But when we do these big videos like Animal Flow, I'll start posting more about it. The only problem is if I was to put that on Instagram and I needed 20 people, there'd probably be about 1,000 people that want to do it. So it's like, where do you begin in like being like you and you? So it's a difficult one. Yeah, I don't know how to answer that really, because I hate being like selective with these things. Maybe it's like first come first serve, but yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it more in the future. What have we got? Sickboi jackets coming very soon. Very, very, very soon. Yeah. We just we want to make a little bit of breathing space for this song Suicide, but we've got all the jackets ready to go, so they'll be coming out very, very soon. So we're just we're giving the last song a little bit of space to have its time. and then we're going to release the jackets. I do like Harry Mack. I think he's fucking talented, man. I think he's obviously one of the best freestylers on the scene. Yeah, he's cool, man. I've had entertainment watching his videos. I'm not playing Glastonbury, unfortunately. Nope. Health has become a problem in the way of me doing that. So I'm not going to play Glastonbury. It sucks, but it is what it is. Next year. There's always next year. I'm still not smoking. I haven't smoked since January. I had one moment of weakness on my birthday, the 29th of March, where I may have smoked some cigarettes. Just being honest. You got to be honest about these things. And then I quit again. So I haven't smoked anything since January. A few in March, and then nothing since then. So as a long-term smoker, I think I'm doing pretty well. How did I quit cigs? A combination of knowing that the doctor obviously said you cannot smoke while you're doing this treatment. That was obviously a huge thing because, I'm in another country trying to fix my fucking autoimmunity. There's a lot on the line here. Having something that serious to weigh against it, huge. He also put me on Wellbutrin, which I was a little bit nervous about because I don't normally get on with psych meds. That actually helped me quit. I didn't get every time I tried to quit before that, I'd get such low moods and anxiety that it was hard. But the Wellbutrin helped. I was on a really low dose of it, but generally after a couple of weeks, I was like, okay, now it's just mental craving. It's not really this physical dependency. So it helped. And I was a smoker. I don't even want to tell you how much I smoked a day, but it was disgusting. I was a chain. Anyone who watched my Twitches before December will know how many I just sit there fucking chain smoking. Just stupid, but it was kind of my coping mechanism. I smoking weed as well for my pain in my body. For some reason, smoking helps. That's what it was, and it's always a bit of a crutch. So I used to do it a lot. Fibonacci. Ooh, okay, we're getting to the lyrics of the songs. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. So Fibonacci is trying to create order out of chaos, and double Dutch is chaos. Essentially, it's an opposing. It's a self-contradictory line. If you see the world through Fibonacci sequences, creating holy order out of chaos, and then double Dutch is a language that makes no sense, so it's confusion. So that's why I liked it. It's a little bit of an oxymoron line. It's kind of like a self-contradictory line, which for me epitomizes being a human being. We think we've got it figured out, and we're also confused as fuck. So that's kind of the sentiment of the line for me. Skincare routine. Ooh. I just use The Ordinary. There's this brand called The Ordinary, do really cheap fucking skincare shit. I just use retinol at night. That's a good one. And then niacinamide as well, which is it's niacin, and that's it basically. I don't really use moisturizer. I don't really like sun cream either because it just stays. I've got this skin that doesn't absorb shit, so if I put sunscreen on, I just look like I've just got white shit on my face, or my face just looks mad sweaty all day, so I don't really do that. So retinol and niacinamide is what I use. Dwi'n siarad Cymraeg. Dwi'n gallu siarad Cymraeg tipyn bach, ond dwi ddim, mae 'na neb dwi'n gallu siarad Cymraeg efo yn mewn Canada, in England. Mae'n Wenglish, ond dwi'n gallu siarad tipyn bach. Dwi isio practisio mwy, achos mae 'na neb I siarad Cymraeg efo, so it's gotten kind of bad because I have no time to practice, but I used to be really fluent, yeah. Did I find it mentally taxing to finish off suicide? No, but I found it mentally taxing releasing it. To hearing everybody's response to it was more mentally taxing than actually writing it, funnily enough. It's like how people received it was actually the thing that was quite exhausting. Not in a bad way, but just like it's a lot hearing about so many experiences that are very heavy. So that was the taxing thing for me. It wasn't, because I think as artists you have like this natural empathetic state where because it's our job to be empathetic, right? We've got to write in such a way that people relate to it, so you have to be good at empathy. And so when you're reading so many like painful stories, it's hard to take that on board, especially when you've catalyzed a space for that. Yeah, so that was the taxing thing. Yes, there are more tales coming. I was literally playing Sam one this morning. So that the tale that's coming next, it's not actually related to the tale of Jenny and Screech. It's a new tale, and it's kind of set in this universe, in this Marvel cinematic universe that I've created. So it's a different story, and it's a two-parter. Totally different story. Totally different character. But it's cool. Hopefully we'll get that done this year sometime. Money Game Part 3 is the priority, but yeah, there's a new tale coming, and I'm excited. Yeah. Toes or fingers? Or wait, what? Wait. Oh, toes for fingers or fingers for toes? Oh, obviously fingers for toes, man. That's like a no-brainer. Imagine having a little stumpy... That's like an easy question. Imagine a little stumpy toes on hands. That'd be fucking outrageous. Like if you had toes on your feet, fingers on your feet. The only difficulty would be finding shoes that don't look ridiculous, but like you could do some monkey shit, man. You could do loads of stuff with your feet if you had like fingers on the end of them. I could be here just like typing away and I don't know, playing guitar at the same time. Oh God, it's so hard to read this. Bah. Have I been in touch with Chinchilla? Yeah, Daisy, we catch up all the time, man. I'm actually seeing Daisy next week, so I'm traveling back to the UK to film this Money Game video, and I'm sure we're gonna link up, hang out a bit. She's my fucking sister from another mister, man. So I'm sure I'll see Chinchilla. She's my homie. My other homies are here. Should I bring Sam in? Do you want to see Sam? I'll bring him in like an exhibit. Should we bring in the Sam? Bring in the Sam. Bring in the Sam. All right. Bear with me. Sam, next day, I want to see your face, mate. Yeah, and Josh actually come and fucking get the homies in. Yeah. Give the people what they want. They want Sam. Oh, and Josh. Oh, we got two for the price of one, baby. The boys. The boys Izzles. I need to get more of these fucking SM7Bs, to be honest. Wait, maybe if I crank it and then put it in the middle, we'll be good. Yeah, this is what I'm dealing with. You can't really read the questions very well.
Yeah, that's intense.
Yeah, it's intense. Boys, get comfy, Samuel.
Straddle the boys.
Yeah, maybe if I point this a little bit this way. Well, ladies, feast your eyes on this. Soak it in. Yeah, this is what you came for. The boys are back. Oh look, they're going fucking nuts for you guys.
Can you blame them?
The Sam and the Josh experience, guys. If you got any questions for the homies, then I'm sure we won't be able to read any of them, but try.
There's no way you're reading any of those.
This is with something called slow mode enabled.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, what you can do surely is just like scroll and then it like keeps it slightly still.
I tried doing. Oh yeah, it kind of works. It's like Babe Station.
I just want to say Babe Station.
Should we kiss? What? do we get naked?
If you're
What
not
happens?
on the live section bit of it, it looks like it holds.
All right, cool. Shoot us with a question. People aren't saying questions; they're just shouting. Do you watch? Oh yeah, we watch Mushy Peas.
Yeah.
Banging.
Yeah, we appreciated Mushy Peas.
Yeah, and we appreciate Black Pegasus as well. He's the boy. He's a homie as well. Babe Station, busking in the. Does my perfection drive you insane?
It depends how early in the morning it is, because Money Game at like 5 in the morning slightly starts to drive you insane. But generally it's good. It's productive perfectionism.
Productionism. Hey Sam, Ren and Red, Josh, what's up with the Netflix series?
Well, that is a really good question that we would all like to know the answer to.
Yeah, we're cooking it. The ideas are brewing. We've got a lot of the scripts actually, so it's really now just bringing it to life and finding a way to do it. I think we're gonna make the pilot and then we're gonna bring it to them. The pilot's cool, so we're just trying to find a space, carving out a space to make that come to life. How do you like working with Ren? Is he a diva?
Yes.
Yes.
Like 100%. no doubt.
Yeah, there's I mean, yes and no. It's like one of those things. It's like, obviously, you've got to be kind of self-appreciating to get your vision to life and get it across the line. But I think Ren is a true collaborator and is very open to ideas from everyone who's involved, which is just brilliant to like work with. But then I think so it's like you can be self-appreciating in the sense of, I suppose, diva's quite a...
the diva for me means like somebody who's just like, I need this or I cannot do this sort of thing.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You're not a diva in that sense, but I think you definitely demand certain things so that things can be reached to the highest level possible.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think in terms of like
100%.
a diva, probably not, but then in terms of like that kind of same concept of being like, I need this to make this vision come to life, I need this to happen, and to hit this certain level, I think the expectation is there. But it's not in the same way you would generally say like a diva.
Yeah, I want my only green M&Ms.
Yeah, where's my blue Ferrari? You know, like
no. Yeah, it's more about striving for a level of quality
rather than it
and
being
and not wanting anything less than that.
Yeah, if it's not right, we don't do it.
Yeah.
Which means we do stop.
Yeah.
Which is worth it every time I think that we've done it. I think there's a lot.
And every time that we've gone like, okay, this is okay, could we do better? It generally eventually ends up better. Do you know what I mean? So there's no point.
No.
It's like inability to settle, I suppose.
Yeah, it's like being that's good enough, or it could be better. That's like the thing is, we've generally never been like that's good enough.
Yeah.
We're like, no, we'll go again.
Yeah.
You know.
What else we got? Slow mode. Are you? We've got slow mode on. This is slow mode apparently.
What's the most embarrassing Ren story you can tell, Sam?
The most embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oh, fun! Thanks for these questions, guys.
Have you got a good one on your?
By the way, guys, can you hear the boys? All right. Hang on. Can you hear the boys? Okay. Or do they need to? No. No. Okay. Whenever you talk, just lean towards the mic, basically.
All right. We'll just clamber on top of you to talk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Okay. What was the Ren embarrassing stories?
Yeah.
You've probably got more than me, because you lived with him for a while.
I didn't want to say any actually embarrassing ones.
Oh yeah.
I don't give a fuck, mate. You can say whatever you want.
None are coming to mind.
You actually have no shame, so I don't think.
That's the thing is like they're not embarrassing because Ren is like will ask you to tell them. So it's like so there's no real embarrassing stories as such, but there's some eventful stories.
There's things that if we did them, that they'd probably be embarrassing.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a fun.
I can't think of any. It's one of those ones that's like.
It's because I'm ridiculously boring.
No, it's just like, but they're just embarrassing. Doesn't really like sit with us. Like, if you go run naked into the sea and stuff, some people would consider that extremely embarrassing. But then it's not even.
We literally did that 2 days
There
ago.
was
No,
the
that's
time-
what I mean.
There was the time that you ordered the bed for Violet's Tale.
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty
That
good story.
is- that is.
Yeah, that-
alright.
That's not. It's not really embarrassing, but it's a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could have
Yeah.
been embarrassing. We
Yeah.
had built the whole set.
Yeah.
If there was like a lot
Yeah.
of other people.
So
there.
so let's just start at the beginning. So we get to set to shoot Violet's Tale.
Yeah.
We turn up with the bed. Me and Josh arrive early to kind of do a lot of the set dressing, and then we just build the bed, and then realize it's a child's bed. So it sits like a foot from the ground, and it's like up to your knees. And yeah, so we call up Ren. It's like, yeah, Ren, the bed's a little bit on the small side. You know, I don't know if this is gonna really work. And then Ren's like, no, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Can you send me a picture of the bed? They fucking send this picture over, and it's like the smallest fucking little bed that you've ever seen. And I was like, oh shit, this video is fucked. So fair play. Josh took the bed, and he what did he? You like?
painters, trellises, and ratchet straps, and everything
Lean
else.
towards the mic so they can't hear you.
Yeah, straps and trellises and everything else we could just to put it up, and it was so rickety.
So if you watch Violet's Tale, go back and watch Violet's Tale. That bed is basically essentially levitating on like two little stands underneath it. That's not an adult sized bed. It's a child's bed that we propped up because we didn't have enough time to find a fucking bed. So it's on like these weird stands. So I'm like lying on this, like too much weight on one side, the whole thing can fucking topple. But yeah, interesting fact about that Violet's Tale bed. It's not
It doesn't have a mattress.
and it doesn't have legs either. It was just like hovering. Kids'
That whole
bed.
set cost us about, I think, £100.
Yeah, Violet's Tale. How much the whole video didn't cost that? It was like 500 quid. Whole video.
The curtain, the bed, and then we like things like holding up the IV strip.
The IV
Just
bag
like-
was actually an enema bag as well.
Yeah, and it was hanging off a lighting stand that like no one has ever clocked that it's just like a lighting stand.
And that where the doctor's room was, that was actually my mate's bike shed. So that there was about 10 bikes on it that weren't because he was in
Behind the curtain.
they were in an apartment. So we got these bolts and we without telling anyone in the apartment that we were doing this, because there was like 20 different flats in there. We unbolt this fucking bike rack in the thing, move the whole thing behind us.
with like 5 bikes attached to it.
With 5 bikes, with bike locks attached to the bike rack. We moved the whole bike rack behind us so we could shoot this, because it looked like a doctor's room. So we wanted to. So that's not actually a hospital. It's a bike shed.
That we weren't supposed to be in.
But we
That's
weren't
why
supposed to be
It was
in.
quite embarrassing though to see the bed come up to like knee height and realise that
Yeah.
we're breaking into a place and now having to do it again.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
As always though.
Yes, of course. We got full legal documents signed and everything.
But let's- What happened at the end of the bus for that animal? Well, so there's a thing when you're going along on a bus that it goes around corners, and when you've got a really heavy camera on your shoulder, it's quite easy to fall over. So at the end of Animal Flow Live, yeah, I basically fell over.
stacked it, mate.
I stacked it into the chair, and fortunately, I really like it. But yeah, no, definitely just
Yeah.
like.
I prefer it with the fall, mate.
Yeah, it's just character. It makes it real. And then the fact that the bus goes off and says, "You have reached your destination," or whatever it is, in like that classic voice, it really worked. So
Someone says, "Have I ever been arrested?" I've got a good story actually. So I've only when I was a teen, I got an antisocial behaviour order, an ASBO, for drinking on the streets. That's just me being a delinquent little teenager. But the time that it's so really funny. So like for Money Game, the first one, if you've seen that video, I'm like walking around with a baseball bat. So I wanted to practice for it, so I went to my gym because they've got these big mirrors. So I went to the gym with this baseball bat, I had my headphones in, and I was rehearsing the whole scene where I've got the baseball bat on my shoulder, I'm jumping around with it, whatever. So after that, I finish up, I'm like, okay, I've got my rehearsal in. I'm walking home and I've got this bat on my shoulder. I've got the headphones in and I'm saying the lyrics out loud on the walk home because I'm trying to get these lyrics drilled into my head. I'm swinging the bat around, looking just a little bit probably dodgy as fuck. Anyway, I walk into a supermarket on the way home to get some groceries, and I've still got the bat on me. And then I get my groceries, I walk back out. Keep in mind this is the UK, so this is quite a rare thing. 2 fully armed people with like two fully armed policemen with semi-automatic guns come up to me, grab the bat off me, push me against the wall face first, arms and cuffs behind me. There's a scene of people surrounding me. They they told me that they'd received 6 different phone calls of a unhinged crazy man about to rob Sainsbury's with a baseball bat. So I didn't connect the two, and then when the dots connected, I started laughing, and they were like, "Why are you laughing?" And I explained what was going on, and I had to pull up YouTube and be like, "Look, this is me," because Jenny's Tale was out at that point. And I was like, "Look, I'm just a fucking musician, and I was rehearsing for this song." Eventually, they had to run a criminal background check on me and stuff, but they let me go in the end. It was just fucking funny. It was like, oh yeah, I learned my lesson. Don't run around Brighton waving a baseball bat around. Apparently.
I just loved how surprised you were.
What's that?
I just loved how surprised you were.
I just didn't clock it. But I didn't know at the time that it was illegal to hold a baseball bat. Apparently, unless it's in a bag, you're not allowed to brandish anything that looks like a weapon in public. Probably common sense. I didn't know that at the time.
So
I was lucky it wasn't America. I probably got a fucking shot, bro.
Like, I wouldn't trust you walking down the
I
street.
would have probably gotten taken out if yeah.
Did you see any good questions in that time period?
Do I ever cyber stalk any of my fans? I don't know if stalk's the right word. Sometimes there's like, an attractive person that pops up and I'm like, check out the pictures. But I think stalk's a heavy word.
It's appreciating people.
Appreciation. That makes it sound way less pervy. I appreciate.
You only stalk in person, really, don't you?
I only stalk in person. Yeah, I only follow people home in person. I'll pick somebody and that's a whole different thing.
Born in the 90s.
Yeah. Like what's his name? Joe, my idol.
Goldberg.
Joe Goldberg. Solidarity. What else have we got? Any chance of a gag reel of unused footage? We could try. I'm sure there's lots.
I've got loads.
What we usually do, which is a terrible thing, is select the one take to save space on the hard drive and delete everything else. That's what I normally do, which gets rid of all that juicy gold. But maybe I need to stop doing that.
Yeah, I literally deleted one of those for Violet the other day.
Yeah.
My hard drive was full.
It's like you look at hard drive and you're like, oh, that video's out now. I can delete all this, which is probably really valuable to some people in the future. But I'm just like, fuck it, get rid of it. Yeah, I need to get some like backups.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. What else have we got? Hufflepuff or Jigglypuff? Still Jigglypuff, bro. Hufflepuff's a weak house.
Someone says, do you still couch surf? I'm literally sleeping on a blow-up air mattress this time, which is a huge step up
Upgrade.
from Ren's sofa. The amount
Nicer than mine.
and nicer than Josh's, but Josh has a terrible air mattress for this day, and mine's like a level up, and it's quite good. But yeah, the amount of sofas I've stayed on pretty much every sofa you've had in the last like 12, 13 years.
Yeah.
Which is there's a lot of sofas I've surfed.
Yeah.
But
We really need you to make it and get a spare bed.
Yeah, soon we'll be leveling up, man, with the penthouse. There's a donation link, guys. Let's get these boys their own bedrooms.
Can we do an IKEA wish list?
Someone said mod or a rocker. I reckon mod, mate. To be honest, I love my rock music, but like mod, I'm a mod. What are we saying? Mods or rockers? Mods is like ska and punk. And
yeah, I'm definitely a modder.
Down with the mods.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of like dub and stuff, and ska was probably like quite an original like thing for me. One of my first gigs was ska, so it's like that I went to, so definitely.
I love that thing. I love the fashion as well, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brighton DNA there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. None of us are from.
Yeah, exactly. Nah, but it's sick, man. Doc Martens and the old suspenders.
Someone's asking for your PO box and everything.
Oh yeah, the PO box. Hang on, it's on. I'll put a link to it in a second. It's on the YouTube community page, but you've got to scroll down to infinity, which I'm about to do for you. What are we saying as well? Hang on. Sam, see if you can find any questions while I just scroll down here.
People are asking if Josh is the pig butcher, which just really isn't true. He's pulling focus on those videos and doing lighting.
Yeah. Yeah, Josh is the fucking all-around handyman extraordinaire, man. He does a lot of stuff. He does lighting. He does first day seeing. He does sourcing things. He's just generally there to be sexy and give everybody
Moral support.
Yeah. But Josh has actually filmed a bunch of stuff as well. He's filmed a lot of the busking sessions you've seen, a lot of the big push busking sessions you've seen. 50% of those are pretty much always filmed by Josh. You've done some Remains videos as well. You've done my favourite Remain video actually.
Yeah. And then
I love that. What's it called?
So nice.
I did a couple of big push videos.
Which
well, right?
what's the Remain? Oh, let's just watch it now because I want to bring people to Remain. This is a Josh video and it is my favourite Remain song as well. Let's just go there. I fucking love this song. Let's do it. So this is the Josh video, and this is also Remain, whom some of you, I hope, know as the amazing sexual being, French guitarist from the Big Push. He's doing a lot of his solo stuff. I recommend subscribing to his channel if you haven't already. But we're gonna check out this video. I love this song. I love this video as well, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you did smash it.
It's at the end, man. I will get goosebumps at the end every time.
They live in a very different lockdown than most people.
Looking above, try and recalling a velvet sky wearing a petal blue. We're moving in a haze, the clouds are falling. The beauty around was never true. It all feels It all feels
Yeah, so this is an entire set build. They built the whole house.
Every blade.
Don't be scared, we're swimming under
What time was that?
a whipping black and white rainbow. Every day is an endless summer. The tree of life no longer grows. It all feels old. It all feels old. It all feels old. It all feels old.
I just love this whole.
Looking above, we'll
When was
still remember
Yeah, I think it was quite
countless
3 months.
burning
It was
memories. Rays of hope
He's
are
acting to it
coming
as well.
after. Fireworks and symphonies. We all feel whole. We all feel whole. We all feel whole.
fucking love that. Yeah, that's the one with the camera up on his ceiling. Oh, let's go on webcam again. Bring it back. Morrissey vibes. Yeah, I think Remain's a big Morrissey fan. Right.
Once you scroll up a little bit, it stops there.
Have you got any more questions for the boys? Brrr.
Nah, people are more interested in your love.
No, do Josh and wait, what? Do Josh and Sam have favourite video of our ends? What's your favourite video? Money Game?
Money Game Part 3.
Oh, hyping that shit already, boy.
No, yeah,
Boy.
probably Money Game, just because the amount of just we put into it, and then when we finished, like how rewarding that felt, was definitely a big one. I do really like Illest of Our Time.
Yeah, sick one.
Just in terms of like a music video, I think that's maybe the best. But in terms of like live session, definitely probably maybe Money Game. Jenny's was fun as well. But yeah.
I actually really liked doing Violet's Tale, man. I thought Violet's Tale was well fun.
Violet's is
Yeah. Or whether those whole tales.
The tales.
Yeah.
I think that just because of the journey of it.
Sam or Josh, what's your favourite part of the videography process?
Definitely the actually doing it in production. Like, so once you've done all the prep and you've done everything you can, and then you're just on set, kind of actually creating the magic is definitely my favourite part.
Mr. Josh?
I think when we get a take that's really close to what we're looking for, and we know that it's like, all right, we can actually definitely do it. We're here. We're all in the headspace. It's gonna happen.
But it's not.
Which
yet.
takes it gonna be? Right? Is it gonna be the next 3 takes? Next 2 takes? Obviously, we do everything in 1 take anyway. But I think that's definitely the most exciting bit for me.
When you all feel like that synchronicity and you've hit that sweet spot where you know it's coming soon, sort of thing.
When you get that
Yeah, it's a nice moment.
When you know it's just a couple of tiny tweaks. It's good enough already, but there's we can all see just that little bit of distance.
Yeah.
Exactly what
That's a nice feeling.
Yeah. And we can all see that as well at the same time.
You're on the home stretch. Yeah, I do like that as well. And it's normally it's like when you're not there, it's really painful because you're like, oh fuck, this feels so clunky, and then it just kind of everything just falls into this almost like collaborative flow state. Yeah, that's cool.
Someone was just asking if I enjoyed doing power. So I prefer being behind the camera, but it was a lot of fun filming. But then I feel like if I did it again, I would definitely listen to the song for about 3 weeks non-stop beforehand, because by the end I just couldn't help but miming along, and I definitely could have known the lyrics a bit better. And I definitely feel like looking back at it, there's points where I think I look well awkward.
Nah, man.
But if we did a power 2, then I'd level it up.
Return of the Power, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do another song, man. We've been spoken about this, the sequel. Power sequel, Power 2. What we saying? What we got? Favorite camera?
My favorite camera?
Yes.
Well, a lot of our videos were shot on my Arri Alexa Plus, and I have loved that camera that weighs about a metric ton, and has broken me many a time, and I really enjoy that in its own way. It's really rewarding.
That sounds like a toxic relationship where you're still in love with the abuser.
Yeah, but this is why I'm getting a new camera. So I really like that. The Arri ranges of cameras definitely have the nicer skin tones, so that's definitely probably my favourite. But every film and project's different, so it requires different tools.
What we saying? Well, I'm trying to fucking catch these questions. Oh, let's scroll up. Stop.
Yeah, do you want me to do it?
Yes.
You're struggling a little bit there.
Stop. Oh, you've got to scroll up quite a lot. Favorite one-take film? Victoria. We watched it last night, literally.
Yeah.
I think there's only one. There is only one take film, isn't there?
There's a couple.
Is there?
But they're not.
They're not like feature films.
They are.
Are they?
There's like one that was like a live streamed feature film.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with what's his name? I can't remember what it's called.
Oh.
But yeah, Victoria.
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 Big up. Incredible film.
Children of the Moon Part 2.
That was the first music video we shot.
Yeah.
Sam, you have beautiful eyes.
Oh,
Do you want to address
that? I'm going to have to thank my parents for the biology they have passed on towards make the eyeballs. Mainly my dad. He's responsible. So shout out Matt Perry. Not the Matt Perry from Friends. My dad, Matt Perry, who is also a legend, but in a different, very different way.
Many legends.
Yeah.
Many legends. Oh, they're all on the eyes now.
Oh, geez.
He does have very pretty eyes. I get lost in them a lot. It's very distracting when he's filming.
Are we missing English pub gardens?
Yes.
Having a slippery one.
A slippery one with the boys.
Having a slippery cold one with the boys. Yeah. How insufferable is Ren now that he's popping off? I was always insufferable.
Yeah, you've always been insufferable. I was going to say, like, nothing has changed. The struggle is real and consistent, and I don't see that ever changing. Like, now just other people don't know about it, but they know you. So
I don't know. It's nice. You're kind of starting to get over your own success, and you're becoming a normal person. I feel like we're having a friendship for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's brought me right down to earth.
Yeah. You'd have thought it did it the other way, but
No, it had the opposite effect, yeah. What else we got? Drowners in the questions. Give me the questions. Matthew Perry is, what is it? Canadian. Kneecaps or shoulder blades, boys?
shoulder blades.
Okay. I like having kneecaps. But
am I about to lose them? Or is it what do I prefer?
It's just it feels like you want it in the kneecaps or you want it in the shoulder blades sort of question.
Oh, but in your kneecaps it would hurt like.
Yeah, no one wants to be kneecap. Yeah.
Yeah, shoulder.
Yeah,
I'll take shoulder for a shot.
I'll take a shot to the shoulder.
Preference.
Yeah.
Visually.
Yeah. Yeah, a nice scar on the shoulder would look pretty badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shoot me in the shoulder.
Or was it like what makes you choose a girl?
Oh, it's boiling
Her
point.
kneecaps or her shoulder blades?
What? What am I doing? Oh, I'm definitely a shoulder blade man. What is that, like an arse or boobs question?
Yeah.
Oh, it's them kneecaps, man. I'm a sucker for a good pair of kneecaps.
Someone did Boiling Point as another one-shot film. Have you seen Boiling Point?
Never seen that. Good.
It's good. It's good.
Really good.
I know the colorist from it. He was
Sick.
coloring my next
I'll check it out.
but,
If you've ever worked in a restaurant as well, like it's probably the best film
Sick.
you can watch. It's so real.
How boobs or ass? This old lifelong philosophical question that goes down to the.
Is this where I'm getting shot now?
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot you in your tits or your ass, Josh. Choose carefully, my friend.
Can I go 50-50?
I think my butt could take it.
I like it all, to be honest, man.
Half a bullet in my boob.
I like
half
it
a
all.
bullet in my ass.
Sure. Yeah. A ricochet. Yeah. There you go. I hope that's answered your question. Oh, the GoFundMe is still active, but there is there's enough donations to carry me through. So if anyone's thinking about donating, stop. there's enough. I have got enough money there to carry me through these health treatments. And if anything major was to come up, if I was to have like a stem cell transplant again or something like that, there's more than enough there as well. So thank you also everybody who has donated, but you really do not need to do it anymore. Just the best way you can support me is music, merch, all that sort of stuff. That'd be brilliant. Storra, I love Storra boys. They're wicked. I love that free running scene. When I was spending a lot of time in bed, like trapped, not being able to move much, for some reason it brought me a lot of joy watching people like push their bodies to extreme.
It's like you watching cooking shows. Isn't it?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, no, but honestly, I love those. I've met them in real life as well, and they're legends. Ren needs an OnlyFans.
I'm the only fan you need.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's do it. Let's get sexy with it. Why not?
The fans have asked. You know,
Yeah, supply and demand, man.
Yeah.
It's the supply and demand. Take as many shells as you can find.
How did you guys meet?
How did we meet?
Field full of hippies.
We did meet in a field. Me and Sam met in the field. And this is a true story. We met in a field. I don't know. I'm trying to remember the first time I like met you properly, because you were like a little bit younger at the time. So I was like,
I remember it very.
I was hanging out with the big boys. You tell it then.
So I remember very clearly I was camping like away from him a little bit with another group of people, but I remember like he was just about playing music always, as he always has, and that doesn't stop doing really at any opportunity. But he was playing some music, and could hear it in the background, and it sounded cool. And then one evening he ended up playing Freckled Angels around like a campfire of like 25 of us, and I remember just like absolutely weeping my eyes out, and it was like, yeah, that was my first like strong memory of Ren, was that kind of moment. And I was like a 15, 16-year-old kid who hadn't like cried in like 2 years, and then just like broke me. So yeah, it's stuck with me a long time, that moment. But yeah, and then Josh, I met Josh on a shoot for Evil Genius Records.
In my flat.
I was just in your flat shooting a video for Tony Humphrey, who Josh used to live with, and then he was like, "Oh, let me give you a lift home," and then he wooed me up, and then I got him on everything I did from then on, really, for a long time.
What Went Wrong was the second
and then
video on that.
Yeah, What Went Wrong was the next kind of video Josh worked on with me, and then
So that's how I met Josh.
and then yeah,
What went wrong? Yeah.
And that was my car.
And that was Josh's car, and what went wrong. That's a good story as well. We didn't have any permission. Well, I mean, we had legal documents.
What's your wording?
We had lots of legal documents, and we rented out the entire of Brighton to make sure that we had permission on the roads. And what we definitely didn't do is we didn't strap a £10,000 camera to the bonnet of the car, and we didn't drive around at 3 a.m, getting shots of that on the roads that we legally rented out.
The car didn't fail its MOT for not having working brakes. Like
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah, that didn't happen. The car didn't fail its MOT before we took it on the road. It was safe. And we didn't. There's lots of things we didn't do for that shoot, and it turned out really well. Yeah.
Someone's asking if you guys are roasting in your long sleevers. It's actually all right in the flat, but yeah, it's been really gorgeous here. It was like 33 yesterday or something.
Someone said,
Wait.
am I bisexual? I'd love to be bisexual because I'd have double the choice, but unfortunately, I just don't like penises that much. Sorry, boys.
Someone's decided that I'm Sam as well.
No, that's Josh. That's
Sam and
Josh.
Ren are wearing the long sleevers.
No, I'm not.
That's Sam. I'm Ren.
Someone asked if me and Josh are working on anything else at the moment.
Are you working on anything else, Mon?
Well, how about I answer what you're doing at the moment, and you answer what I'm doing at the moment? Do you know well enough what I'm doing?
No.
Okay, you
You're
talk
doing a
about
lot
you.
at the moment.
I'm doing a hell of a lot. I've got a short film I'm shooting next weekend when I get back from Canada about an Iranian refugee.
That's funny. I also have a short film about an Iranian refugee.
Oh yeah, that's because you're Sam.
My bad.
yeah, easy mistake. But yes, that's going to be really fun. And then we've got doing Money Game and maybe another video with Ren. And then I've just we're launching, me and a couple of friends, a commercial production company making adverts and commercials. We're launching that in the next couple of weeks. So that's taken up a lot of my time. But yeah, lots of interesting things in the pipeline.
Let's go.
So very excited. And then Josh, you're exploring the old world of 3D. Yeah, go on, talk to the people. Let them know what you're up to.
I mean, just doing 3D.
Yeah, Josh is exploring the 3D world. He's going to be our 3D magician in no time.
Yeah.
And then crewing up with you as well over the next
And then
little bit.
then helping out on all of my projects.
And he's coming with the next thing is Money Game Part 3. We're all heading over to the UK on Monday to execute that. It's a very ambitious video, man. It's probably the most ambitious so far, so it's exciting. And we got the dream team for it.
Everyone's calling you shy.
Are you shy?
I think that's reasonable.
No, don't be shy. We can get naked and we can,
It will make
babe station it. Yeah. Oh, and Wolf Johnson will be there. Big up Wolf Johnson. Yeah, he'll be he's travelling down to the UK for it. We pulled it off. We raised plenty for him to come. Put him up in accommodation, get him over to the site. So yeah, that you'll be seeing that behind the scenes very, very soon. Very cool that we made that happen. Come on. Let's go.
Did they fuck up?
Right, what have we got?
What flashing what lights?
Who was flashing the lights in high rent? Did they fuck up?
It was me and this guy called Jacob. Hello, I think his surname is. But yeah, we were both operating a light each, or well, 2 lights each. The lights you see in shot and the lights rigged to the ceiling. And yeah, I wouldn't say we fucked up. I think we did quite a good job with them. I mean, it was difficult getting used to because one of them was a very dodgy setup of just unplugging and plugging in by a plug, turning it to turn it on and off and flicker it and stuff.
A very, very high quality production value we bring to these films. Yeah, in-out plug. If anyone, if it was wondering how we achieved that effect. Kubrick or what's his name? Tarantino. Probably Kubrick for me. You?
Overall, probably Kubrick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Joshy boy?
But it's tough.
It's probably got to be though.
It's got to be. But like, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and some of the other like Tarantino's are amazing.
Yeah, I would say that Inglourious Bastards for me is probably one of my favourite films that I put above a Kubrick movie, but I still think Kubrick's a better director. I feel like his ideas and cinematography, for me, I prefer anyway. But even though that I would put Inglourious Bastards like,
but they're also from very different eras of filmmaking, so the capacity and what they can actually achieve technology-wise is very different. So it'll be interesting to see in like 10 years how well the Tarantino's films stand up.
I think they'll be timeless, bro.
They will be timeless, but
timeless.
Kubrick's
are already timeless.
Yeah, and it's like I think more of Kubrick's are potentially going to be timeless than Tarantino's films.
But I feel like we also maybe a bit more familiar with a lot of Tarantino's references than Kubrick's references, which like for me is quite a big thing. It's like just how crazy original his stuff is. It's not stuff that I know that well of its reference material, whereas Tarantino, you know it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, there is a lot of originality. I see what you're saying, though. There's a lot of like Western influence in Tarantino stuff. Kubrick's is a bit more of an anomaly. Like, yeah. I like Eyes Wide Shut, fucking Clockwork Orange, all those films. It's so
amazing.
Yeah. Okay, what else?
People have been asking a couple of times if Suicide's video was made with AI.
Yeah, it was. So Suicide. Well, it wasn't. It. So we Lewis used AI, but he also is an animator, so he also used a lot of his own skills to make that what it was. It was just something I wanted to explore. There's such a narrative at the moment surrounding AI that I thought it would be quite a cool thing to lean into because of that narrative and because of my stance on it as well. Is that I believe that it's more of a tool than a threat. So I was like, you know what, I wanna lean into this, and I got Lewis to lean into that world of AI. I know that it's quite a controversial thing to do almost at the moment because some people believe that it's a negative thing for artists, and I've got quite a particular stance on that. I'll go into a second.
You're also using a lot of videos that you've shot anyway, so it's kind of like it's more heightening what you've got already. And
exactly.
With the animating you're already doing, it's using it as like it's like color grading and VFX. No one's really ever had a problem with them being used before.
Exactly.
It's another tool in the toolbox.
Yeah,
it's
a brand new tool, so people don't really understand it yet. It's like when the internet first came about, and you had a lot of anti people being like, "Nah, this is a terrible idea."
I don't think it's going to replace anything yet, anyway. So I think it's just an extra thing that you can explore.
Because there's obviously it's a blurry ground because they're drawing upon a lot of previous work that they haven't had permission to draw on, and I realise that that's the main centre of the topic, that there are people concerned about ownership and stuff, but I also think that as artists we do that subconsciously anyway. We're just not as efficient at computers at doing that, so we take in art, music, everything, and we are consciously or subconsciously impacted by that to create, then go on and create the things that we go on to create. AI does it on a very much more obvious level in that this picture, all of these, we understand what these are, so we're going to put these together to create artwork. So they do it on a much more traceable level. But I still think that the way people's looking at a threat, or people saying this is going to replace me, or graphic designers and stuff like that, I look at that similarly as the world of like the electric car replacing horse and carriage as a mode of transportation. You know, like, yes, there's a clunky moment where you're like, oh, this is actually much more efficient, and it's but then to remove the human element anyway, I don't think it makes an artist obsolete, because the human element for me is imperfection. It's like, or it's the story behind the artist who created it, or the reason that they created it in the first place. So just because I can go on the internet and say, create a fucking Ren beat, and it generates something maybe even better than I could do, for me, I see that as a tool still. And it hasn't got the same sentiment of like, why was this created? Where did this come from? The imperfections of it. Like, I think it could be really a handy tool. It could be a good starting place. If I went, okay, make me a beat that sounds like Dr. Dre with a Jimi Hendrix solo with a Queen like outro, like, and it made it perfectly. That's a really good starting place to build a fucking song. So for me, I see it as a tool. I know that there's a slightly more unusual take on it, but I'm excited by what the potential it has to offer us in a creative. Purely creatively, regardless of all the controversy about public safety and threats, stuff like that, on a purely creative, innovative level, I'm actually really excited by AI, and that's why I wanted to lean into it. So I think it's a fucking cool video as well.
Are you Team Wallace or Gromit?
Gromit.
He's got the heartstrings. He's got the heartstrings.
Yeah.
It's so odd how like the world lines up with those kind of things.
Let me see where we are with the plot. What we got? What's my favorite Rage Against the Machine song? Again, it's like, what's my favorite album? It changes a lot. I like Viet Now. Viet Now is a sick track, and what's that fucking? Come on, what's that fucking song? Oh, I don't know. It'll come to me in a bit.
People are asking about Sickboi album.
People of the Sun. I think
When's
it's called.
the album coming out?
Sickboi album is dropping very, very soon. We've got two more videos to come out. So we got the next track. It's called Murderer. It's a bit more fun, a bit more playful. Another one shot, and then after
Suicide Live as well.
We got Suicide Live coming out before that, and then after that, of course, we have Money Game Part 3. Which is kind of like the cherry on the cake of this album, and then after that we'll have the album coming out. So it's going to be dropping before the end of summer, basically. I don't have an exact date for you yet, but yeah, it'll be coming to vinyl. It'll be coming all over your face.
There's a little sneak that one in there under the carpet.
Oh,
Love
it's nice.
Music 4 question.
Love Music Part 4 is on the album, my boys.
Yes.
Love Music Part 4 is there, my G's. Yeah, Love Music Part 4, Money Game Part 3. We're just basically, it's just a bunch of remakes because I can't think of original ideas. Basically. Yeah, it's a banger. Love Music Part 4 is maybe my favourite of the Love Musics. And Money Game Part 3 is probably definitely my favourite of the Money Games. So we're levelling up.
Yeah.
I do like The Cure a lot. I listened to The Cure, and then I cried. There are 18 songs on the album. It's a big fatty. It's a fat album.
When's your autobiography coming out?
I am not really... I've only just started. My autobiography is not coming out for a long time.
You've got too much living to do.
Yeah, and it would be really sad if it were to come out now. There's a lot of sadness in it. So
we need some more positivity.
I need to create a bit more happiness for that book.
And then it'll have a positive art.
So we've got a nice balance of yin and yang. Vinyl, yes.
Vinyl, yes.
Vinyl, yes.
Yes.
What a treat with 18 tracks. Yeah. I like to spoil you guys.
It's more he just writes loads of songs and then has to put them on the album, so otherwise they'll just sit on his hard drive.
And they'll get wasted, yeah. Yeah, it was originally going to be a 16 tracker, and then 2 more songs accidentally fell out of my brain. Can I DJ? We were talking about this the other day. I can mix vinyl a little bit. Sam's a rude boy on the decks.
I try my best.
Yeah. he's a repeat. But yeah, I'm a little bit of vinyl mixing,
Oh, he's back.
like jungle and drum and bass. Dating fans off the table. Dating fans off the table. No, I like to date fans on the table. What's next?
I love these little sly comments. People are wanting Ren stickers. Have you got Ren stickers?
No, I haven't got Ren stickers. What would you want on the sticker? I feel.
You with your trousers down and your cheap bum.
Why is it always getting sexual?
It's because you've got a nice bottom, my friend.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, we've seen
Yeah.
loads of bum.
Where? I'm trying to think. What is the weirdest talent of all that you have? What's the weirdest talent that you have?
The weirdest.
Weirdest. I can wiggle. This isn't weird, but I can.
Yeah, you can move your ears. That is pretty good.
I know I can really move them.
You know, I can see them.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
pretty skillful.
That's the Britty. Yeah.
But then these skills, because you end up having them so long, don't become weird anymore.
What do you mean?
It's like
I'm trying to think what else. I can rotate my hand 360 as well. That's like double jointed shit.
I can drink a pint pretty quickly. I've never been beaten.
You've never been beaten?
Yeah.
Mad. That's quite a claim.
Should we go get a slippery one?
Yeah, I would collaborate with Ocean. That'd be sick. I like Ocean Wisdom a lot. Josh needs more beer. Someone get Josh a beer.
Yeah.
Right now. Guys,
Yeah.
beer. We still need more donations to have the slaves.
The beer fund.
The beer slaves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beer. Josh is going to go to get a beer.
Naked or sexy underwear. Whoa. It does get sexual quick.
Liv still around? I mean, I'm sure she's still around in Brighton. Yeah. Liv's a badass. Sick. Weirdest place you ended up after a bender. I remember once. I've woken up in some weird places actually. This is back. I haven't drunk in a long time, but back in my can you grab?
Did you just go for my beer then?
No, I thought you had the liquid death.
Can you? Oh, don't
Oh.
shout out about it. No, don't do it. It never happened. We do not support.
We've got canned water. I'm not sure if I believe in water in a can, but we have it. Why I quit drinking? Well, I put this on the. Funny enough, it links up with suicide. I quit drinking on the day of Joe's funeral, a long time ago, a long time ago. So on his funeral, I won 2 bottles of wine, and I was like, I'm gonna drink these 2 bottles of wine, and I'm gonna get really drunk. So that's what I did. I drank 2 bottles of wine. I got absolutely steaming, and then this is canned water that makes me feel like I'm drinking beer, but it's actually, what does it say? Water, mountain water.
It's really not the best either.
Yeah, that's what it does. Unless they're watching, in which case, thanks guys.
You just put it on your SD cards there. That's not appropriate.
Yeah, they sent me a few crates for free. So it's not sponsored. It just happens to be in the house, and it's so refreshing. And now only $7.99.
So in everything you do now.
Yeah. I actually, yeah.
It's good marketing.
Yeah. What else have we got?
If Liquid Death want to pay me to do a commercial, please do. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
They gave me a cool hat, to be fair. I like it. Tash Sultana, I'd love to collaborate with Tash Sultana. That'll be banging. She is an amazing lady who I definitely don't have a crush on.
So did someone just say
Drink if you lie.
This water costs $8.
Does it? Don't bother getting it then.
Yeah, that's way.
We got this for free.
It's better at a tap. No.
If this is more than $1 a can, don't bother. Sorry, Liquid Death. I know you sent me some free stuff. I really like the hat, by the way, if you're watching.
It's really tough times this week as well, to be fair. It's been really hot.
Yeah. To be fair, I need to go get mine.
Anyway, what else? Perfect woman. I don't know. They're all different. That's what's brilliant about them. They all bring something different to the table, on top of the table. So here's the difference. It says, yeah. Where do I shop? I shop.
The closest place.
No, there's a lot of like vintage places in Brighton or ASOS really. But to be honest, I'm like food. All right.
Oh no, I thought that's what it was, but clothing makes more sense.
Yeah, clothing. Just I know I like to look on the internet, like eBay. To be honest, like I'll just look for. I love vintage '90s Adidas sportswear mostly. To be honest, and other shit, but mostly that.
Shout out to all the vintage buyers in the PO box.
Yeah, a few people in the PO box sent me Adidas jackets. I actually love you for that because I've loved every single one of them. They're like right up my street. What I love is people like know me now well enough to know exactly what I'll love. So the vintage Adidas jackets that turned up in the PO box, whoever sent those, if you're on the stream right now, big yourselves up. Yeah, I'm a slag for it. I'm an Adidas slut.
You should really get sponsored by them pretty soon.
Yeah, why don't they do that? Just send me some Adidas shit. I basically repping them all the time. And Liquid Death. Corporate whore. Can I eat more things now? Unfortunately, not yet. I haven't really pushed the boat out to be honest yet, but I've been taking a lot of supplements that are giving me the nutrients that I was deficient in before I came to Canada because they found out what I was deficient in, so that's helping, I think.
Yeah, that's what we've shot everything in Canada on.
The Sony A7S III, we've shot everything in Canada on. Yeah. Yep. Someone's going. See you later. Thank you for joining me. We've been on here a while now, so we'll probably bugger off soon too. But this is nice. This is lovely. Hanging out. Thanks. What have your guys' favourite experience in Calgary been?
Favourite experience in Calgary? The arcade was quite fun. Just hanging out with the boys, to be honest. It's been really nice to catch up properly because I haven't seen Ren obviously since he came to Canada. And then when we usually do see each other, a lot of it's kind of work and video orientated. So it's been nice just to hang quite a lot. And yeah, see the sights. Banff has just been ridiculous. But they asked about Calgary, so I'm not allowed to talk about Banff.
Josh, yeah, that's kind of my biggest problem is the fact that it's specifically Calgary. Banff and Drumheller were really nice.
Yeah, Drumheller was wicked.
You also ate nearly 100 milligrams of gummies, of edibles yesterday.
Well, yeah, I don't want to bring it up.
All right. That doesn't matter, is it? It's legal here in Canada. Josh ate 100 milligrams of edibles yesterday. Was it 100?
No, it wasn't that bad. It was like, okay, it was 80.
Yeah, 80 milligrams. That's quite high. Yeah. I'm not allowed to smoke weed here, so I just watched him.
I've been smoking it for you, man.
Yeah, he ate enough for all of us, basically.
I'm enjoying all the yay Joshes. I'm living for it.
What else is everyone saying?
How tall are you?
We got to this. 6'1" I am. We're about the same, aren't we? Similar.
Yeah. I'm 6, and you're like 6'5".
You stop counting after 6, don't you, really?
Yeah, around.
Because you're 6'5", 6'4". Somewhere.
Just a bunch of tall boys hanging out.
Yeah.
Is Ren messy?
Am I messy?
No, he's just got ADHD.
The cleaners are good.
The cleaners are good. the cleaners are here today, and it's looking well nice.
I don't know what you're talking about. Right, show us your Slav squat. What? What does that mean?
What's a Slav squat? Are we gonna have to Google it
Do
and
they
find
know
out?
that it's leg day?
Slav squats. Do they know it's leg day?
I want to Google it.
Yeah.
Hang on. I'm really hoping this isn't something well offensive. Oh, okay.
Oh, that is quite cool.
Oh, it's just it's just a stance.
You just do it on your chair.
Yeah, that's a good stance, man.
That is big.
All right, Alan. Wait, let's get this down.
Do we need to
Yeah, bro.
learn how to
It's
do
just
it?
it's just one of these, man.
This is just how we're going to hang out today.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, in the Slav.
Are we nailing it?
We don't know. Hold my beer.
How's it looking? Do we approve?
I'm just above.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're too big. You're not squatting enough.
Is this the one?
Knees up.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've slapped it.
Yeah. Great crotch pricks, people are saying.
Well, your guitars are behind me.
All right, okay. I feel like that was well executed.
We're squatters now.
Yeah, nice. No, oh, people wanted to see the kneecaps. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, look at his knees. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely a kneecap man. Yeah. Kneesy does it. Nice. There's also we're gonna go and train legs. This is such a boy thing. We're gonna train legs today, boys.
Ren's got me into the gym.
We've got a gym downstairs, so we're gonna go and hit up the gym. Just a couple of boys drinking some Liquid Death, hitting up the gym. That's what it is. It has turned into Babe Station.
We are the babes.
Yes, and this is the station. Gandalf on his knees, someone said. Oh.
Of course.
What do you want sent to you? I think we all know. I think we all know deep down what I really want. I'll let you decide. Liquid Death is Jaeger, Goldschlager, Fireball. Liquid Death is water. I don't know what company do it. Is it? Whoa! Is it by the same company as Jägermeister? I didn't know that. If so, I apologize for saying all the mean things because I want to be. I want to do some music sessions with you. This is great. That's so good.
It's worth every dollar.
Farts in a bottle. Alcohol or weed? Unfortunately, I do neither at the moment. I'm a good little boy. What about you boys? Josh says both.
Depends on the occasion.
Russian bride on the way to the PO box. Thanks, guys. You shouldn't have.
The post office lady gets so stressed.
My Russian bride's at home.
Yeah, the post office lady's face always face just drops every time we walk in because she knows that she's got a fair bit of work ahead of her. Do your fans have a name? I hope they've got names. Otherwise, it's quite sinister.
Renegades is someone.
They're self-proclaimed. Yeah, I'm sure they go by many names.
Yeah, they give themselves plenty of names. See, Renegades, the Renegades. They're all about that.
Renegades. Brah! Yeah, mate. Here we go.
Someone keeps asking if we play any instruments.
Do you guys play instruments?
Josh, do you play any instruments?
Not well.
I used to play the guitar well, and now I can still play it, but yeah. That's it. I produce a little bit, but that's just for myself, really, rather than as a proper venture.
And then we just write and play all of Ren's parts, really.
Yeah, we are the ghostwriters behind Ren, though, so...
Shut the fuck up.
Like we say, not well.
Yeah, we're not very good at it, obviously.
Shut the fuck up. Who sings better? Oh wait, someone said Dub Effects Club. Dub Effects actually hit me up and said he'd be up for it.
I remember him from back in the day.
He's an old school. He's an old school G. I like Dub Effects.
What was it?
Sickboi jacket drop will be soon. What's everyone else saying? Piss. Cool. I'm glad this conversation is. The caliber's only getting higher and higher as time goes on. I'm sure that we are not losing our minds with time. Sam and Ren should do a duet. Who plays Ren in the film about his life? Michael Cera. What are you guys saying?
What, who's going to play us in that?
Who would play you? I think Michael Cera would play me. Just awkward white guy.
I think it'd be funny if Cillian Murphy played you and everyone then shouted Ren at him.
Yeah, Cillian Murphy would be.
Yeah, that'd be perfect revenge actually. if it was Cillian Murphy, is it Cillian?
Cillian, yeah.
If it was Cillian Murphy from Peaky Blinders, and then everyone floods his comment section with, "Hey, you look like that Ren guy," that would be the perfect revenge.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to read 100 comments like that every single fucking day of my life. Yeah, I think the most productive thing that would come out of this stream is all of you going on to Cillian Murphy's profile and comment on his pictures. Hey, you look like that Ren guy. If you can do that, that would be class. Don't say that I sent you. Just be like, oh, you really look like that Ren dude. Like, oh yeah, that you look like that guy that makes music, Ren. That'll be the perfect revenge. Unfortunately, he's got these big dreamy blue eyes. He's much more attractive man than me. I'm aware of this, but I'm not saying that to fish for compliments. By the way, I know that people are like, meh, meh, meh. It's okay. It's an objective thing. But please go and flood his comment section saying these things.
You know he makes music.
Oh, he doesn't have social media. He's also cooler than me.
Yeah.
Fuck, he's just better than me in every way. Maybe not spitting some rap bars, but he's got a one up on me in other places. Motherfucker. I love him though. I like Peaky Blinders.
It's just not all the association.
What have we got? What else we got? Do we freestyle? We do some freestyle. Sometimes we get down.
We freestyle really badly.
I used to on this live stream thing a lot. Yeah, we're not Harry Mack.
No.
We'll give it a good go. How old am I in my head?
You're about 14.
Yeah.
Maybe 15.
Yeah.
And then I'm maybe like 87.
No, I would say I'm like 96. You know when they start losing their mind and going a little bit senile.
Oh yeah.
And the humour starts coming back.
Kind of
Yeah, I'm 94. I'm 94.
So you're still a little bit older than me at 87.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm.
How old do you feel?
I think you're like me, Ren, where you're like in your late 50s on one side of the brain, but an early teen on the other.
Yeah. 14 on one side, 57 on the other side,
Always
or
fine.
94. Yeah. Yeah. Have I ever connected with Chris Leap? Oh yeah, we have. We've chatted. Chris Leap. He's sick, man. He's a vocal coach on YouTube. I love him. He's a really nice guy, and I really like his reactions as well. Actually, really nice guy.
It's so hard to keep up with any of these.
I used to watch Chris's videos before a long time ago, before he started doing reactions to me, probably a couple of years ago. I really liked his breakdowns of Jeff Buckley tunes. Yeah, sick. I love to collaborate with Little Sims. What are you reading?
Someone said, Sam and Josh, have you got ADHD?
Have you?
Josh does.
Diagnosed, yeah, a little.
No, I'm just full of beans.
And liquid death.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Any good questions?
What have we got? Why is Sam so hot? That's what I want to know every day. You fucking. Oh.
It's only getting better with you taking me to the gym.
Yeah. Sex. Pineapple on pizza. I can't eat anything because I'm allergic to like 95% of the world. But if I could eat it on pizza, god damn it, I would. Am I sure I'm not bi? Actually, no. Now that you've asked it, I've realised I do in fact love big fat dicks. I changed my mind in the moment. What can I say?
Let's end the stream, eh, boys?
There we go. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna go for 3 minutes. Let's go. What?
Movies and everything now.
3 minutes. That's ambitious. That's a one take, mate.
It's a one stroke, one take.
One take, no cuts. PO box is gonna get real full quick.
Oh no.
I'm dreading. Right, okay. Favorite Jeff Buckley song? We spoke about this on the last stream. My actually favorite Jeff Buckley is more of the stuff that he does around his songs. He has got a live album actually where he did a bunch of like blues covers and stuff on Spotify. I fucking love that album. I did see a drawing that somebody did that someone's kid did of me, and it was amazing. If it's the same one, a lot of stuff has come through, but if that's the one, I absolutely loved it. I thought it was wicked. A lot of these things also, I'm really, there's literally so much that comes through that I haven't got while I'm doing treatment and working on music and stuff. I haven't got time to reply. I've made sure I put this in the comment because otherwise I'd try and write back to all of them. But yeah, know that I see them and I love them and I'm really respectful. I'm really grateful for them all. So thank you for that. Going to be so unoriginal, but are you the same Ren? Am I the same Ren who made the money game? I'm in the fucking video, bro. Just watch the video and you'll see someone who looks just like me.
Yes is a fine answer, Ren.
Yes. Yeah, but he didn't deserve a fine answer. Come on, it's a stupid question. No offense, mate.
No questions are stupid.
How's the RNLI fundraising?
Oh yeah, the fundraising's good. We smashed it, man. It's gone over the originally it was $5,000 target. We smashed that. Then it's $10,000. I feel like we'll probably be hitting $15,000 by the time I get to Wales and present them with a track. So that's £15,000 going to a volunteer organisation who are saving people on the Anglesey coast. Who were out looking for my friend Joe when he went missing. So thank you very much for everyone who did that. I feel that's amazing. We threw that came together in a week, and that money's going to go in saving lives. So thank you everybody for helping out in that place. We got like £15,000. I'm going to go and present them with a big check. So 12,000 at the moment. Yeah, cool. So there's 12,000 at the moment. Yeah, it's amazing. Basically, it's that money's going to go very far. So I'm very, very grateful, and it's a cause that's very close to my heart. So thank you. Killian Murphy does have a Twitter, so you know what to do, basically. Yeah. Tell him that he looks like me. Killian Murphy's Twitter, let's fucking go. Oh, this is going to make my day, man. Hey, do you know that you look like that Ran guy? What's my favourite guitar make? Ooh, it depends on the guitar. For bass and electric guitar, it's Fender. I love Telecasters. I love the precision bass. And then for my acoustic guitar, it's the Cordoba, which is like a classical make. I love that as well. Yeah. Why don't I like the way I look? I do like the way I look. I just think that Killian Murphy's. I think he's a handsome man. He's a handsome man, and that's not I don't say that in a self-deprecating way at all. I'm happy with the way I look. It's fine, but I just think Killian Murphy is a fucking god. Maybe I am bi.
It's still coming out.
Hi. Do I want to dye my hair again? Yeah, I might go blonde again. We'll see what happens, man.
We're all going to go blonde together.
We might all go blonde together. We might get on that bleach thing.
Josh, you got to go blonde with us.
Yeah, let's get the blondes in. Someone's like, no, don't. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do it anyway. You would all be so fit as blonde bisexuals. Why are you all pushing the bi thing on me so much? Well, I kind of think I know why. If is it girls or guys doing it? If it's guys, then I kind of guess why. But no, you know, I would love to be bi.
Girls in relationships.
Genuinely would. It would be great. I'd have a lot more choice. But you know, I'm really sorry. I just love the girls. I'm sorry, guys. But I would love to, you know.
You can never fully close the door.
Yeah, you got to leave it a little bit open. Keep them guessing, mate.
Keep it spicy.
Yeah, keep them guessing. When is I Am Bi Part 1 coming out? It's a work in progress. Yeah, first we need to disappear for 3 minutes and see what it's like. Do I like owls? That's a much better question.
Owls?
I love owls. I think owls
What's
are great.
Your owl?
The little baby white ones, what are they called?
Barn owls. No, tawny.
I don't know. They're little cute little tiny fucking things. The little tiny white ones. I love those little guys. Snowy. Yeah, snowy. Little baby snowy owls. What are you guys? Owlets.
Outlets. Barn owls are pretty beautiful.
Yeah, lush.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good owls out there. It's a hard.
Yeah. Someone said the cleaners buy.
Well, we'll bring him in next stream. And
Yeah, we'll bring him in next time. We'll find out the hard way.
Maybe giving them all that Toblerone's finally paid.
Yeah, I'm glad because look, this was going to be potentially quite a heavy stream. I said this at the start, and I feel like it's not anymore at all. So hopefully, if you came into this stream expecting tears, what you got is this. So, cheers, Liquid Death. Hang on. He doesn't have a Twitter account either. He's off the grid, bro. I respect that.
Who?
Killian.
No.
He's off the grid.
PO box.
But as soon as
Get
he
his manager's email.
comes on the grid, we know what to do. Buy owls. Yes, bisexual owls are my favourite. Do I have a message for the ADHD autoimmune mentally ill guys? My people. My brothers, my sisters. Do I have a message? That's quite a heavy thing to condense in one message. Just keep on doing what you're doing. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know what to say to that. I think that you can. I think that these identities shouldn't ever be an anchor. I think we should. I don't know, like for me, being like, oh, I've got this mental health condition, I've got ADHD, and so this and that. I don't ever want that to be an anchor. I just want it to, if I ever use it, it's just a way of explaining certain behavioural patterns that I might have. So yeah, I guess that's my advice: is if you have one of those conditions, don't see it as your enemy, or don't see yourself as a victim of it, but just see it as like this is something that humans have decided explains this part of my personality, because we're all a spectrum, right? We're all a spectrum.
It's just another way of understanding how you work and coming to terms with how you work, and then you know how to do certain things in certain ways to deal with things you struggle with or things you're really good at, and then it's utilizing.
We're all that. Even if you don't have diagnosed conditions, we all have our strengths and weaknesses in certain areas, and I feel like these help us. Maybe there's some emotional areas that we're a little bit more turbulent, or there's focus areas that we're more turbulent, and it's just I guess a way to understand ourselves better, but not an anchor and not an affliction. I never want to feel like I'm a victim of the things going on, even with like my autoimmunity on brain damage. Like, it is the experience that I'm having, but it is my own experience. I haven't lived another life, so I haven't got anything to compare it to, so I might as well, as best as I can, accept what I have. And that's what I would try and urge anyone who feels like they're, because for a long time I didn't, right? For a long time with the ME diagnosis particularly, I felt like a victim, and when I was victimizing myself, my life was a lot more difficult. So I think if you're in like early stages of diagnosis or problems, then as best as you can, know that even if it's a painful thing that you're dealing with or really difficult, like a lot of mental health issues are, or a lot of autoimmune conditions are, in best way possible, like how can I accommodate acceptance, and how can I live with this?
It's just okay to have different needs, isn't it?
What did you just read?
When you're away for 3 minutes, who's the top and who's the bottom?
It's a quick rotation.
Yeah, I think we take turns, man.
Yeah, definitely.
We believe in equality here in top and bottom land. Yeah. A ran sandwich.
People are asking for your photo without the peach.
A what?
The photo of your bottom.
Oh, the picture of my ass. I think that Instagram would I've been censored enough times this week, to be honest. YouTube censored me. I don't get censored on Instagram as well. Eloquent. Now back to buy owls. I was like, yeah, great speech, Ren. Now to give the people what they actually want. Bisexual owls.
What you should do in the future is do challenges.
Challenges?
Streams, like how many baked potatoes can you carry?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We asked this question the other day. How many cooked baked potatoes do you think that you could hold in your arms and walk? How many steps was it? 15 meters.
Yeah.
How many? All right, chat. Please tell me, because I know what number I think is realistically possible. As a human being, a fully grown human being, how many baked potatoes could you hold in both of your arms and walk 15 meters?
Impossible. It's important to consider that they are cooked baked potatoes.
They're cooked baked potatoes,
You can't break them out of their shells.
but you can't break them out of shells.
You can't mold them.
You can't mold them into shapes.
Put them on and then press them down.
Yeah.
You can't like make them into squares.
Yeah, what's the consensus here? How many baked potatoes are we saying?
There's a range of like someone said 38, 20, 420. That's just a weak joke.
They're not like they're not so hot that they're burning you. No, they're not so hot that they're burning you. They're you know.
See, we're averaging around mid-20. Like,
Someone said 69, bro. 106.
no,
Someone said
it's
8,000.
lies. It's lies.
See, I think I could personally take 34. You're saying less.
I think less. I don't think you could do 34.
Oh, I could definitely do 34.
Me and Josh are like mid-20s. What were you? 26.
26. I think I could take 34, man. Like arms like this, yeah. There's quite a lot of surface, and the big ones can sit in between the gaps, so you can get 3 rows of 10 off the bat, and then you stack that up 4 times. You got 40 potatoes there, bro.
We spent a good hour on this in the car yesterday.
Yeah.
It was a big car convo.
I think it's 34 for me, man.
People are saying no way.
No way. What do you guys think? Someone says like 10 to 12.
Arse, but yeah, we're talking about just in your arms, like.
Yeah. There's no.
There's no tricks like that.
Yeah.
There's not. We've gone through that as well.
Yeah. You can't put one in your butt. Someone's like no chance. I reckon I could do it. You know, I reckon I could do 34. I thought about this. The boy say mid-20s.
Send your videos in. Whoever can get the most gets the rights to all of Ren's music. You good with that?
Yeah, whoever guesses the right amount of potatoes gets the rights to all my music. Yeah.
You can't promise that.
All right. I think I could do it. I'll try and maybe. The thing is, we'd have to cook 34 potatoes. That's long as fuck.
You'd have to have a good group of people to eat them after.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just a massive waste. A potato waste. No one likes a potato
Maybe we'll
waste.
just never know.
I can't even eat potatoes. I'll be ashamed.
Well, how about we change it and do courgettes?
No, because that's harder, bro. They're like
Or
cylindrical.
like squash.
Yeah. No, I reckon it's got to be a potato, and I will do it. That's the thing. No, I will. I will carry 34 potatoes just to shut up the haters, man. Yeah. I reckon I can. As an ex-server, I have a confidence in 24 to 25. So, I mean, that's someone with experience.
Yeah, right. See, this is it.
But this is someone with a dream that won't back down.
Yeah, so 26.
I'm not driving now, so I
What's
can
the extra
actually.
potato?
No, this is me. 34. We do need some potatoes up in here because I feel like this has to be settled. Why cooked? Because cooked is slightly easier. I think cooked is like they're a little bit squishy.
I'm still mid-20s. I'm still mid-20s. I had
34, bro. 34.
Yeah.
No, think about find me something potato sized.
Can you Google someone carrying baked potatoes?
This is even bigger than the potato, right? So you've got a gap here. You could probably actually.
Oh, he's got questions.
No. But think about it. Like I think that I could get 3 rows.
Okay, look, these hard drives are
Like this. I could get 3 rows. I could maybe even
Yeah,
get
but
4
you only
rows.
get like
Okay, let me think
2
about
times
this.
3. I reckon you could get maybe 8
But a
on
baked
the
potato
bottom.
isn't as big as this fucking thing. A baked potato is like that big.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So
you get
rows
like
of
3
3.
across.
1, 2,
and then
3,
you get
4.
rows of.
Yeah, so that's 9 on the base, and I reckon I could easily stack 3 of those up. That's 27.
9 on that. That's toppling off. You're gonna fall. You're not.
No,
gonna be
bro,
able to get 9
3.
on each.
No,
You've
3
got to
stacks. 1, 2, 3, leaning towards me. Yeah, and then that's 27, and then I've just got to put 7 more on top of that. Easy done. Easy done.
ChatGPT got involved.
ChatGPT. Oh fuck. Okay, what's ChatGPT saying? Let's assume the average person can comfortably carry objects 5 pounds. These are baked potatoes. What's it doing?
That's not numbers.
Where's the answer? The answer's not there.
It wrote a story instead.
I reckon I can do 34, man. Mashed. Yeah, 34 mashed potatoes, bro. No, I reckon I can do 34. People are doubting me, but I would shut you all up in an instant.
Someone has asked a really good question.
What?
Maris Piper, what are our species of potato?
Just the standard house plant potato, the house potato.
Can we just Google quickly? There's someone carrying baked potatoes. Just get.
All right, yeah,
image.
all right, come on, let's go on YouTube and see if someone's done this before, because I'm sure that they have. Right, here we are. Let's get this in the corner so we can see what's going on with it. All right. Okay, let's settle this once and for all. Oh fuck, my laggy cunt. No. Man carrying baked potatoes in his arms.
How many?
I don't know if anyone's ever done this before.
It's a brand new challenge.
Wow, this is quite an original challenge, Alan. Man carrying potatoes.
Carrying. How many baked potatoes can you carry?
See, they're not that big, bro. It's like the size of a fist. No, I'm sorry, I could do 34. Look, easily. No one's carrying them, but I could definitely do this. Look at that. Okay, how many
Let's make
potatoes?
some Parmesan crusted potato.
No, they're little pathetic ones. No, the common house potato, 34 common.
I may have to take it back, and I think maybe you can do more.
Oh,
It depends on the baked potatoes, because the one that he had in his hand there definitely could. But what I'm picturing isn't a baked potato like this.
Yeah.
I'm thinking baked potato like this. I'm thinking like a good big baked potato. But if they're like the more general,
Like
I'm talking like a hefty
yeah,
baked potato.
a house potato,
You
bro.
can walk 15 meters with that, and if you drop one, you get shot in the head, Ren.
Yeah.
You forgot about the shot in the head bit.
Oh yeah, we forgot to tell you that if you drop a single potato, you get shot in the head. Apparently, that was part of the conversation yesterday as well. I'd still do 34.
Someone says we should just go into the shop and just do it with them, but they won't be baked then. So it's
Yeah,
And you can't
but
get
I could cut. We'll move on. We've been on potatoes probably now for about 10 minutes, so we'll move away from this topic. But I think I could carry 34 house potatoes, and if anybody doubts me, watch me. At some point, I'll do this. Yeah, or if next time I do on a show, if someone brings like 34 potatoes to the show, cooked, and a gun, I'll do it. What the fuck is a house potato? The common house potato. You know, like your average sized potato, like a house plant, house potato, house cat, house potato.
Imagine your whole
Measurements.
measurements done by saying that on Twitch stream.
What is a house potato? A house potato.
a house baked.
Yeah. Someone's saying Canada or UK. What are we saying, please?
UK massive. Yeah. You go.
I say I'm gonna say Canada takes it for natural beauty. UK takes it for culture. That's what I'm gonna say.
UK's got some fucking beautiful spots too.
Yeah, but did you look out your eyeballs when we went to Banff the other day?
It was incredible, but like, you know, Scotland is.
Yeah, Scunthorpe is great to look at.
Scotland is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, but
I think I realised I'm just.
Have you been to the Isle of Skye?
no,
I'm just
You
a
haven't even
small
been to-
country boy, you know.
you're a country bumpkin.
It needs to be a small country
Yeah.
where things are close and you don't have to like just look at.
Yeah,
the
but I mean,
same shit.
I grew up on Anglesey, and Anglesey is stunning. But I'm willing to say that Banff and like those mountains are prettier.
Okay, so the drive to Drumheller though, where
Yeah.
it's just flat land where it all looks the exact
Yeah, but
same.
but you can't.
On
But
average-
that's like saying England looks ugly because like Scunthorpe looks ugly. So no offense, Scunthorpe or Slough.
Okay, so-
No offense.
No, but if you're talking about like concentration,
Yeah.
the UK has lots of really beautiful things a lot closer together. Whereas Canada, I say, has some super beautiful bits, but then there's a lot that's just flat.
No, but there's a lot that's beautiful, man. Like, and we haven't even scratched the surface of like the maple trees, Alaska,
Alaska's not Canada.
Okay, Alaska's not Canada. That was a test, and you passed. So, or the rainbow trees. Have you seen these
No,
boys?
I've not seen rainbow trees.
Are they Canadian? I'm gonna try and find them. Rainbow trees. Look at them. Rainbow eucalyptus. Where are they from?
Philippines. Indonesia.
The Philippines and in Canada. The famous state of Papua New Guinea in Canada. That's where I'm going to show the chat these trees, by the way, because these are these famous Canadian trees, by the way, guys, that grow in the Canadian state of New Guinea, Philippines, and Indonesia. Those Canadian states. Yeah.
Good day. Indonesia.
But these are the famous Canadian trees. These are legitimate, real trees. These are Canadian fine trees.
That's proved your point. To be fair.
Yeah.
Right,
Are they bi trees? They are definitely bi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're definitely bi.
The bi owls live in them.
Yeah. I'm sticking to it. I think Canada's more beautiful than the UK in terms of scenery, and I think the UK is got it for culture and music. I think UK is on point for the music. You've got a film.
To be fair, we should do a video in redwoods in America or something. Like, I saw a picture of some redwoods the other day, and I was like, we really need to do a live session in some. And that's just my honest.
LGB trees. Yes, here for it.
Yeah.
Here for it. Wonder why he likes rainbow songs. Please stop pushing this on me. Actually, fuck it, push it on me. Push it in me. I live in Scunthorpe. Oh, sorry, man.
That's funny. I'm sorry.
What?
He lives in Scunthorpe.
I grew up in Dwyran, and like it's the shithole basically in North Wales. So I feel empathy.
But shitholes can create magic.
Shitholes can create magic. Sam Perry Falvey, 2023. Shitholes can create magic. I'm trying to find tennis or Haribo. That's such a funny thing to compare. Do you mean the sport tennis or the sweet Haribo? Probably Haribo. You?
It's a tough one. What about? No, I don't have an answer.
What country do you want to shoot in most?
Ooh, that's a good question. All right. How about we just go to like the Maldives or something? Because I think that'd be a nice holiday, and then we'll just do a video while we're there.
Yeah. So anywhere nice.
Anywhere nice.
I want to shoot in Atlantis,
Yeah, that'd be sick.
the lost city of Atlantis. That'd be
So
nice.
if anyone wants to fly us out anywhere really pretty to do videos.
If anyone wants to fly us out anywhere pretty to do videos, let us know. Tips for busking. Hopefully. Tips, get it? Busking, just I think busking's brilliant. Just I think
Play music?
no, I think perform like you were performing to your show in front of thousands of people. I think busking, it's very easy to introvert during busking, but I like to give a show. I think just perform like you're playing at Live Aid. Yeah. I don't know. There's probably better advice than that, but my brain's a bit mushy right now. Free party scene or festivals, probably. Oh, it depends on the festival. It depends on the free party. I like both.
Yeah, I'm a fan. So why pick one when you can have both?
Why pick one when you can have both?
Sam 2020.
I feel like that's the sentiment of this stream. Why pick one when you can have both? Any tips on autism? I would be unqualified to answer that question as a non-autistic person. So I'm not really sure what advice to give you. But I know some incredible people with autism. Who are some of my best mates actually. Who knows? People have said one of my friends said it was like, Ren, you've definitely got elements of this. So I think maybe there's a spectrum of things. But yeah, I don't have any advice because I feel underqualified too. But all I know is there's fucking wicked people I know that with autism.
So hard to follow this.
Yeah, there's so many questions. We're going to go in a bit because we're going to go hit up the gym. We've been on a lot longer than I anticipated. But guys, actually, we're just going to call it. Guys, thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you very much for, if you're here from the start, fair play for hanging out this long, for watching Suicide with us. Yeah, please check out that song, share that song, stream that song. As always, doing this independently, and it just really helps out, organic word of mouth and sharing about. And we're killing it at the moment. We got #1 on YouTube trending yesterday. It's the first time I got a #1 on overall YouTube trending. So yes, that feels really good. Yeah, it's wicked. It's really good to see. And yeah, thank you guys for joining us tonight. We love you, and have a safe and blessed evening. And always remember that you can carry 34 baked potatoes in your arms, no matter what. And I will see you another time. Till next time, guys. Adios.